What is up, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite Wednesday night wrestling podcast with your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host, Yvonne DeBoard, and with your now, again, got it back into Wrestlemania when I take it, the new RSH heavyweight champion of the world, Josh DeBoard. We know he's happy.
We know he's happy.
It was only a one-time thing. So.
But don't get too comfortable. It's going to come right back over here. So
you're welcome. I know you're honored.
I feel honored, honestly.
You're here for the crowning of the new champion.
Justin, it ain't going to last long with him. So it's going to come right back over here. It's going to come to the left.
And for you audience members with the benefit of video, you do see the returning guest from Nerds of Wrestling, the prestigious Facebook wrestling group, Justin Del Rio.
What is up? Thank you guys so much for having me on the show. I'm very excited to be back. It's been a while.
It's been a minute. I mean, you're busy.
You tag us in fucking posts, so we don't want to bring you back on.
I know.
I know. It's like I tag you guys. You know what? Let's bring this guy back on. Why not?
Why not?
I'm getting fucking tagged in your group. What's going on? I get all mad about it. Then I post all angrily about it.
I know the audacity, right? Like, trying to have communication in the group. Whatever.
But we do know you're a busy man. You go from what I can see on Facebook, maybe 3,000 wrestling shows every week.
We know you mean
about that. You know, I just probably go to like about 20,000 shows a year. You know, it's always something. Might be going to another one tomorrow. Trying to go Saturday. Trying to go to as much as I can, man. You know,
dude, I love it. That's passion. I fucking love it, man.
We're lucky. Like we're lucky to have all these shows up here. You know, I'm very, very close to some of them. Hour and a half away. I got friends who drive, so fuck it. We just go to the shows.
Hell yeah.
Can't beat that.
It's the way to live life. I dig it.
Love it. Well, I went to like 9 shows in the end of December in 3 days.
Wow. Like I that just makes me feel sleepy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like 85 matches in 3 days. I was dead. It was awesome. It was awesome, dude. It was incredible.
That is awesome. Well, hell yeah. Well, thank you again for hanging out tonight. We are excited to break down this year's Royal Rumble. We are, 3-4 days out, and it was not exactly what I expected.
Me either.
As you can see, Josh is the champion again. But just so you guys know,
That's exactly what I expected.
We see Josh's smile, so it's disgusting.
But just so you guys know, The Rock did not win the Royal Rumble.
The Rock is not bad.
Cody Rhodes.
Spoiler alert.
Right.
Spoiler.
It was replaced, so it's all fair. I know you guys take notes at home a lot and compare them on the show.
Yeah,
oh, I know.
His predictions did change a little bit before Saturday, so it's all fair and
like
valid.
An hour.
It did.
I was conflicted. I was like, oh my god, I don't know.
It really made you sick to do that, but it was hilarious at the same time.
But it worked.
It did.
And I got like 62 days until I have to defend this damn thing. So.
I mean, until you lose the stand.
You're gonna lose it, so don't get too excited there.
I mean, now that we're talking about it, Josh, what were your predictions before?
I had The Rock winning the Rumble because they both had Sammy.
We had Sammy.
Yeah,
Wow.
He wasn't even in the Rumble.
So I needed something different, but like I thought Cody was going to be too
obvious,
yeah. But
too obvious our butt. Yeah,
it is what it
when
is.
in doubt, always go with the obvious choice.
Well, I picked Charlotte, but I guess her dick in the men's Rumble. So
she's already a champion. That's why she wasn't in it.
She's too good. She's already a champion. So
anyway, yeah. That was about it.
That was all we were.
Chuck had Alexa. I had Bianca.
Yeah.
That pretty much determined it.
That's right there.
I really wanted Alexa.
Tiebreaker.
You did.
She's my honey.
I did too. I was sick of Bianca.
Facts, bro. I love Alexa, but you know, I feel like Bianca is gonna lose it at the Rumble. So I mean, at WrestleMania.
I did too.
That's like 1 year for having it. It's like, is she gonna make it 1 year? And I thought no. Turns out yes.
Here, let's jump into it then.
Might as well at this point.
Might as
It'll
well.
all lead to Raw, which we have a lot of shit already set up for Elimination Chamber.
Already.
So here's the cool. Look at that. Look how great. Look at all the teases of The Rock.
And The Rock.
And I don't know if you guys mentioned, they actually like said the word rock like 3 times on the show. They kept hitting at it.
Before we go, can we just all admit that Michael Cole's just lost his mind since Vince left? Like he says what he wants, when he wants.
Yep.
Don't give a shit.
And he don't care.
Like he makes fun of Top Dollar every 5 seconds on SmackDown. Like it's amazing. Michael Cole's been amazing since Vince left.
He makes comments about Vince too.
He's so good. He's so good. He was extremely underrated, you know, when Vince was yelling in his ear, but now we can see how Michael Cole actually is on the mic. So he's great.
You start off the show
Top
with
Dollar.
McAfee return, which neither of them knew, was pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
I love it.
It's like it was cool to see as it was happening, but like you read the next day, oh, they had no clue. That makes it even more cooler because those genuine react.
It's funny you see McAfee like, hey, I need a chair, and they're like, oh,
give me a chair.
Like nobody had a fucking clue. Like they didn't have nothing set up for
give
them.
me a chair.
They had to pull a mic out and everything, a little headset.
That's hilarious.
Which they always keep one because sometimes they'll have like another one, but
sure,
it's still pretty cool. Now my favorite part of the Rumble was this.
Me, oh yeah.
I clamored for this for like the past like 2 months, at least a face-to-face with them, and it finally happened.
It was really cool to see. Obviously, as the picture can see, you saw Gunther and Brock Lesnar facing off. It was really cool to see Gunther get his moment of shine at the Rumble. I mean, he came out number one.
The entire
lasted all the way till the end. That it was. Give that man his flowers, man. Give that guy his flowers. He did so good.
Gunther came out looking even stronger.
Absolutely, he did.
Yeah, he really did. That's what's cool. Like, dude, he came out number one, was there all the way, and people thought he was going to win. Like, he's not going to fucking win. Calm down.
No, but it's like
but he killed it.
Did any of y'all happen to watch the press conference, which I didn't even know was happening? I just left Peacock on, and then it popped on. So they had a news conference after. Like Bray got interviewed, Cody got interviewed, and they're like, the childhood dream, huh? He goes, dude, the dream didn't involve Gunther's chops. he said that dude, he goes, I'm sore.
I bet.
And then he was like, Ryan Satin got up and he was like, were you worried about the creative direction when Triple H took over? He's like, I know you guys can't be on great terms considering, and Cody's like, considering that I was in AEW and I took shots at them a lot. I destroyed his throne.
Yep.
He said he shouldn't like me. But I think he also understands where I come from.
Right.
And I thought that was pretty cool.
It is cool, man. So, I think it's important, the people, I think.
What's up, Clark Street?
What's up, Clark Street?
Hell yeah, what's going on, Clark Street Wrestling Podcast? Thanks for joining us. But, in the wrestling business, there's going to be bad blood a lot of times. And Vince was always good at getting the fuck over it. So I think it's cool that Triple H can do that too.
He was.
Yeah. Triple H is like, I think, yeah, Cody, you're good.
Like, well, you're good now.
He gets it. He's like, you're mine now. And if you keep your shit up, that Stardust costume's still in there,
It's
bitch.
coming back.
It's like,
he's never going to be Stardust again. Good Lord. I hope not.
oh, but
If he does, just one time.
so that was
One
pretty
time.
cool.
This has a shot or something.
Brock didn't last very long,
I
which is
enjoyed
cool
that.
too. And then Brock lost his fucking mind. I thought he was going to kill the announcers too, because Brock doesn't care.
He don't.
So like I thought he was just going to launch the steps at all three of them.
He
But
took a temper tantrum.
he just destroyed thousands and thousands of dollars in equipment
He
instead.
did.
That's Brock.
He
So
don't
Brock
care.
lost his shit.
I really wanted Bobby Lashley to look at him and do the fucking crying face with his
I
eyes.
did. Oh, God, you too.
Because Brock Lesnar was crying. I remember grown men crying.
Edge returned for his fourth. He made his return in his fourth straight
We
Rumble.
did mention Edge.
I think
We
Edge
did.
returned at every Rumble
I
since he
think so,
returned
too.
originally.
And Beth.
But to be fair, he didn't actually join. Oh, he did join the Rumble. Never
Yeah, he
mind.
did. He got
Never
knocked,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Right with the rest of the judgment.
I loved going back to Brock Lesnar real quick. I loved how he was in there for an hour, 45 minutes. He got eliminated in like 6 minutes, which was great. I was like, damn.
Just effective.
Good.
Yep,
We
absolutely.
didn't need Brock throwing 50 fucking
We
people
did.
out. Like
We did.
we just got that a few years ago.
We've seen it before.
Yep. And clearly, everybody liked it. The pop,
Yeah.
it was huge.
It was
Yeah.
and it was like
big surprise.
genuine. It was a genuine pop. Like it was more shocking too. They were like, "Yo, he just got in there. Now he's gone. Damn! Wow,
Oh,
they were playing this here.
Dude, and
great.
they out of his 6 minutes, like they got everything they needed out of it.
Well, he's paid like $4 million for that 6 minutes.
Yeah, so-
He did.
I mean, like they had to stand off with Gunther.
Yep.
They had a
Yep.
couple other little things. It was
It was
a
really
good
good.
use of Brock.
Good
Absolutely.
use.
And I
That
think
was
Brock
good.
Lashley at Mania is where they're going to go.
Yep.
Sure.
Absolutely, as they should, because that's a Mania-worthy match.
And then Austin
Mhm.
Theory looks like John Cena looks very likely right
The
now.
champ's
He
here
keeps
every
screaming the
week.
champ is
Champ's-
here every time
Yeah.
he cuts it before he cuts a
I like
promo.
when he says it, not when Cena says it.
And it
So,
looks
I love
that'll
that every minute.
segue into so the rumor was Cena was either going to feud with LA Knight, Logan Paul,
Thank God.
or Austin Theory.
I like theories
The
better.
fact that Logan Paul, that's not Logan Paul.
Might as well be. They both
Well,
belong.
Oh, I put Chuck's boy under the caption for the picture.
He's such a joke.
So he
Look at his stupid fucking face.
Look at his stupid
So he
headband
came
on his
in-
head.
threw out Seth,
That made me mad.
about murdered Ricochet.
He did. My
Now
God.
That was a
pretty
pretty good
equal.
spot. That was a pretty cool spot.
I mean, we've all seen Freddy versus Jason when they do that in the warehouse. It's nothing special. All right.
Yeah, this is real.
That one Seth thought made me
But
mad. I
so it
wasn't
looks like
happy about
Logan
that.
Paul versus Seth Rollins might be the direction they're going to head toward.
Yeah, it is.
WrestleMania, which frees Cena, thank God.
Seth,
I mean, it's a good match. It's fine.
I
It'll be
agree.
a great match. It's fine.
Thank God.
And then,
woo!
Now I did ask my buddy who I was with. So when Cross came out, I was like, are they going to give him his full 10-minute entrance? And when Cody came out, I was like, are we really have to sit here for an hour while he comes to the ring? Cody did not take that long.
Nope, he rushed it.
And then he won.
He did.
So Cody versus Roman Reigns.
I'm not mad about Cody Rhodes winning because everyone and their mother saw it, even if you don't watch wrestling. Like, my coworker at my job came up to me and goes, oh, Cody. He's like, Cody Rhodes won the Rumble. I'm like, how'd you know that? He's like, everyone knew. I was like, okay, wow.
It was very obvious.
It was.
I have one complaint or two, if you want to put it together. One, they should not have announced his return. Everyone and their mother knew he was coming back at the Rumble. And two, he could have came out like number 21 or something, not number 30.
Number 30 is a joke because once we knew, like after 25, we know Cody's fucking winning for sure.
Right.
Waiting this long to come out.
Now.
So I agree he should have came in earlier. I'm sure there were still health scares with him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right,
I thought it's like, well, we can't bring him fresh off surgery and throw him at number 2.
Right.
I figure it was like, let's see how his body, and apparently it handled it well because he wrestled a hell of a match on Monday Night Raw.
He did.
So I think that also was a part of it.
Sure.
So that's why I didn't really bitch about it.
Right.
And it's that sexy stat WWE loves. Everybody that comes in 27 or 30.
It's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
2 in a row with 30 now. It's like that's
so. Then next year, guess what they'll do? They'll have a battle
27.
for 30. No, they'll have a battle for 30. They're like, well, everybody wins it. Then they're not going to do it next.
Then
year.
it'll be 27.
Yeah.
Go back
So
to
you
the
guys-
original.
Yvonne, what was some of your favorite stuff in the Rumble?
I enjoyed the women's Rumble. I liked the little surprises they had.
We'll do the men's Rumble first. We'll get to the women's. I'm going in match order.
Match order. Look at me skipping.
Yeah. This ain't a
Come
women's
on,
first.
Yvonne. Damn. Jesus.
We don't do women first no more. It's 2023. You guys want to do everything we can do? Then we go first,
You
motherfucker.
should. You should.
All right, go ahead.
I enjoyed the men's. I mean, Cody winning. Pretty obvious. Gunther and Brock.
Were you super excited to see Booker T almost fall down the ramp?
No.
I was.
That was embarrassing.
He is embarrassing.
That was pretty embarrassing.
It's fun to watch him do embarrassing
What
things.
was their 3 surprises?
Who was it?
Booker, Edge, I would say was a
Edge.
surprise. And then in the women's, it was Taker's wife.
Oh,
We'll go to the women's after, right?
Yeah, we'll go to the women's. I'm just going in match order. We're not going to the women's right now, damn it. It wasn't even that great.
I didn't like the men's.
Zack
being
Ryder's
first.
wife was there, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
She was there for a minute or second.
I
should say.
didn't like the men's, but I was
Hold on,
crazy
let me find
about
the damn
it.
men's. All right. I need all the fucking stats and shit, dude. Hold on. WWE's got it all. I like how their website's even easier to fucking function and has so much more useful info than it did when Vince was in charge. But
They'll
whatever.
still use dial up.
So Gunther,
Yo, they still use
an hour and 11 minutes. Sheamus, 53.
Wow.
Gargano, a half hour.
That's a good amount.
Corbin, 7 seconds. So he lasts about as long as I do.
Oh my gosh.
Elias, 39. Rey Mysterio, actually, he's technically still not eliminated.
Yeah,
but,
Cody eliminated himself after putting over the top rope. So actually, Rey Mysterio is the winner of this Royal Rumble. But it is what it is.
Brock was in there for 2 minutes and 28 seconds and eliminated 4 people.
Wow.
He eliminated Dawkins, Gable, and Santos Escobar and Corbin.
That was his first.
Poor Corbin.
And then Lashley eliminated Brock.
Escobar's first Rumble, too.
I'm trying to see if anybody else stuck it. Cody Rhodes match for 15.
Michael Cole hates Dominic. It's so funny. I love it.
That's what I'm saying. He's lost his mind. He's like, fuck Dominic.
And he's trash talking to Rhea, which I'd be very
Hold
careful
on.
with Rhea.
That bitch. Was that Rhea?
Thanks
Yeah,
for
he's like,
letting
that bitch.
You're
And
gonna
it's like,
get messed
Michael
up.
Cole, chill the fuck out, dude.
Seriously.
He said she is a bitch.
Well,
When they showed the video of them at the fucking Christmas party,
Yeah.
he's like, that bitch. First Thanksgiving, now it's like, Cole, dude.
She'll punch you in the face,
she'll
bro.
mess you up, dude.
Triple H just pops in randomly and says something like, dude, I don't do this often. I'm like, are you fucking okay,
Are
dude?
you all
Like,
right?
Michael Cole's off the fucking
You
chain.
need
I
a
love
drink?
it.
You
Dude,
need
and I was
something
watching some of his older shit the other day for some reason where he's like in his little fucking glass box.
else. Back in 2011.
He's more out of control now when he's not
He
supposed
is.
to. Like,
I love it, though.
Michael Cole's amazing.
Rhea's going to mess you up.
Look,
What did he call that? The coal mine?
the coal
Coal
miner.
mine, yeah, he did.
And we're coal miners.
Yes, right.
Look, I'll say it.
I
He's
love
better
it.
than JR.
I
I
ain't saying a word of that.
I no longer think of JR as the voice of when I watch wrestling. It's Michael
I
Cole.
ain't gonna say that.
And Michael Cole's better.
He's good when he's able to say what he wants to say and do what he wants to do.
Michael Cole ain't going nowhere anytime
I like
soon.
both of
And
them.
I
I
think
can't
JR
say
does
nothing.
like AEW kind of dark, but not
Well,
really.
He's 100 years
So-
old.
I like both of them. I can't say a
mean,
word. I like both.
I'm just saying. I'm a Michael Cole guy. I roll with Michael Cole. See, it even rhymes.
That does
Wait,
rhyme.
How many times did JR won at WrestleMania?
Same about Michael Cole because he's also
Michael
lost.
Cole's 1-0.
Oh, he beat JR, hasn't he?
No,
He beat
he
Jerry
beat the
Lawler.
King, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
Michael
right.
Cole is a
That's
WrestleMania
right.
legend.
You're
JR is
right.
not.
Ah,
JR is about down the road right now from us bitching that why our food sucks in Dayton.
That's
Yeah,
right.
well, it
That's
does
Where
suck.
do you eat here? McDonald's, bitch. It's
McDonald's.
Ohio.
Yep.
he ate at Skyline when they were in Cincinnati a while back.
Skyline's so gross.
They had decided to
Chuck
talk about
would remember
Skyline.
that, wouldn't he?
Skyline's disgusting.
I
Really,
don't-
I really like the men's rumble. You know, it was all right. I mean, it's
It was
you
all
guys saw my opinion on Facebook about which was better. We'll talk about it in a little while. I'm disappointed that we didn't get any NXT guys called
right.
up
He didn't.
for the rumble. I was like, are you serious? Like,
I thought
I was
Mello.
like, you couldn't.
Mello's the only one.
You could have brought in Casanova, baby. What the hell? Well, Carmelo. I know him as Casanova. What the hell, man?
Some NXT people would be nice.
I don't watch NXT, so I can attest.
So
Carmelo, I was rooting for Carmelo, hoping for him to come in, but
That would
it is what it is. We'll talk about the rumble, the women's rumble, in a little while.
Which is why it was.
what the hell
better.
came next? Oh, Pitch Black. So I run to my fridge and I grab my Mountain
You did.
Dew
He did.
because I sent a picture.
He did.
This match was
I
rough.
also put it on Twitter. I drank a Mountain Dew Pitch Black during this match.
I
and
enjoyed
it
this
was
match.
actually really fun. I
Dude,
drank.
I saw so many pictures on Facebook of people drinking that shit during. That was, it was
I know.
So this match did what it was supposed to do.
It did. It was
because
very
everybody
different.
drunk, dude.
That's what
All
I-
6 of them are now gone, and I
Of
need to go
course
to the
not.
grocery Friday. So I go to the grocery Friday. I will be getting more. It was very good.
I just feel
Mountain
like
Dew, get this Mountain Dew Pitch Black Zero shit going
I just feel like
for us
a
dieting folk.
a
But
glowing kendo stick isn't something I ever needed to see inside WWE.
And-
yeah, so
uh,
this was I didn't.
It was-
Nobody knew what to
yeah,
expect.
It was very different.
So like broken, what were those like those green glow sticks? I saw broken glow stick.
Yeah, so like
liquid.
Bray kept glowing. His
Yeah.
entrance is amazing.
It was
There's
amazing.
just some Nickelodeon slime
That's like
in
one of
there
the-
somewhere.
It's still his entrance is still new, so like it's still
Yeah.
pretty badass seeing that in person.
I enjoyed the match. Yeah, it was different, but I like that kind of stuff.
I don't know, and Uncle Howdy flew and I think missed him by 10 feet,
I
but
think
he
so,
flew.
too.
He did fly.
It was so
Um,
much
I
crazy.
mean, it was a cool spot.
Del
Like,
Rio, so
it was a cool spot.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of the match. If I'm
Right,
being
I wasn't either.
I know.
kick you out.
Whoa.
Houses.
So we don't
Whoa.
need to see Nickelodeon slime and
This was on
glowing
Nickelodeon.
kendo sticks. Like I just don't care. It did what it was supposed to do, like you said. It did. People were drinking Mountain Dew. That's nice.
It was interesting. I liked it.
LA Knight comes out of this feud way more over than he was going
Yeah.
in. He comes out looking better, and Bray's fine. Bray,
Yeah.
So this feud
Yeah.
did what it was supposed to do. I don't really have. I got pictures. I don't really know what I was watching.
Right,
Sometimes-
me either.
I mean, he
Stuff.
did glow a
He-
lot.
Elliot Knight's
I
shorts.
mean, that was pretty
glowed
bizarre.
too. They
And then
both
Uncle
glowed.
Howdy, like I said, like I think Uncle Howdy's back there by this. Like
Gosh,
he flew past LA Knight. I
he
think.
did.
But
he missed him completely.
but yeah, I mean,
But if he didn't, you could kill him. Like, it's okay to miss.
it is what it
Yeah,
is.
They just need
it's
better cameramen to make it look better. This is a fucking $1 million production, you know?
Gotta have that
Exactly.
in-
Yeah. Well, whatever. Big deal.
Do we think this feud's over?
No.
Oh,
It's
No.
been going on since Bray came back in fucking like November.
I hope so, because I'm over it.
There we
Probably
go.
gonna get one more match. You know how WWE likes to drag things out a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vince
One
Vince
more
did.
match.
And LA Knight.
Vince did.
LA Knight will
Triple
play
H.
Friday.
I don't
so-
know if he does.
There's just nothing else there's nowhere for it to go. Like, it's
Right.
done. We
Yeah, I
did
think
it.
it's done.
I
like-
think so too.
All this did was basically make LA Knights popular. People know who he is now.
Absolutely.
They know, and he's over.
And
He's
then
over.
now,
Dude,
now the
somebody.
feed-
Oh, Bebe. So Jimmy Bebe from Wrestle Buddy, he tweeted out. He said it was like half hour before the Rumble started. He said, if there's anybody that thinks LA Knight's not over, you're a fucking idiot.
Right.
And
Sure.
like he
Right.
said, all you hear is yeah. The whole fucking crowd.
That's
That's all
all you
they're
hear.
doing.
It's, yeah. that's
So
all I
like
hear
he's
about.
definitely over. So
He
this
is
Bray feud definitely did a lot for him.
But
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the deal with Uncle Howdy helping
I know.
Bray Wyatt?
Because I told you they were hanging out Monday on Raw together. Like Bray's sitting there and Howdy's like sitting there and Bray's all content. So like they're apparently
For-
okay.
I
For
guess so.
for
now.
for real, for like big wrestling fans, for people who followed LA Knight their whole career, they know LA Knight. They know he's over, and now he's doing his thing with Bray. Yeah, you're right. He's even more over now. So
The
we'll
feud
see
worked.
It did.
There's nowhere else for it to go. Like,
Right.
I hope it's over.
Well,
hope-
Bebe
I
said
do
that
too.
he's going to a fucking SmackDown here within like a week or
Of course he
two,
is.
and the dark match is Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in a street fight.
Oh boy.
That makes sense.
So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if that's just one of those it's just going to be on there because it's a house show, or
Right.
maybe that's where they're going next. I don't know.
I don't either.
But
You know how those dark matches are. They always lead up to something that's going to be on TV or pay-per-view.
normally, yeah, because I know over the weekend, 2 weekends ago, they were doing Imperium versus the fucking Profits and Rollins 3 straight nights. Then Monday on Raw,
Yeah.
it was the Profits and Rollins versus Imperium. So it's like, oh,
Slate
it's
into
almost like that
something.
made.
There was one time where I went to a house show up here in Connecticut in like 2015. It was Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena. I think it was for the title. Maybe when Del Rio was United States champion. I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember I was seeing that match in Hartford. It was like on a Saturday. And then on TV, they did the same exact thing on Monday. The same exact spot, everything. And I'm like,
Motherfucker.
I'm like, wait, the referee got knocked out the same exact way he got knocked out when I was at the house show. What is going on here?
Like,
And my friend was like, that's when I realized, oh, those dark matches are practice matches for TV. I'm like, oh, okay, got it. So that makes sense.
It does.
Build chemistry, getting everything ready to roll for TV. But sometimes they just throw it together just to do it, you know. So, for example, when I went to like one of my very first pay-per-views, my very first house show ever, it was Triple H versus Test. And this was after Triple H got with Stephanie, and that feud was done on TV. But for the house show, they just did it because the people knew the feud. And on TV, it was done. But for the house show, they did it. Like, so it can go either way, either before or after the feud. They do this kind of stuff.
Josh is like, oof. I don't know if that's the test or something you're looking at on your computer, but
it's porn. Always.
We can't keep up with Josh does.
I spent too much money on this computer to watch porn on it.
We don't need to know.
And this computer's packing more fucking hard drives than every male in Ohio.
We don't.
Oh, boy.
Like this
we don't need to know.
thing's been through the fucking ringer. Speaking of hard, Alexa Bliss.
Oh my god,
and
Yeah.
Bianca.
So disgusting.
Bianca in those jean shorts about a month ago.
Oh my
I'm not really
God.
into black girls.
We
but
get the point.
Jesus Christ.
But
You both
anyway,
like her. Why?
Jesus Christ is into black women.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
damn kid.
Bianca came
Jesus.
out ahead. I couldn't really find WWE's website didn't have many pictures for this match.
They did.
It was this, and I had to steal this off Google Images,
You had
which
to
is why it's
steal.
cropped.
You
So it looks like
thief.
shit.
You thief.
But Bianca won.
She
Which
did.
the relevant part is it won me this,
It did.
and
It
that's
did.
all I have to say about it.
That's fair.
No, I'm kidding. It was all right.
You
I-
picked Alexa.
I was.
Who picked Alexa?
I picked Alexa.
You know, it's funny. All of us were about to pick Alexa at first,
We did.
and then Bebe started spewing shit about it.
Knowledge.
So I
Yeah,
changed.
yeah,
We all changed except for Chuck.
we
because
did.
I'm not ever gonna go. Like, I always stick with my girl. That's what you do with your boo, right?
She's
You stay with your
Ohio's
girl.
own.
And now, you know, I really thought, well, one, Bianca's been champion since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We're all fucking over it.
I
and
am
then
for sure.
Two, you know, I thought it might be Alexa's time to carry it into WrestleMania, going off this Fiend shit.
I would have.
So-
Turns out, I was wrong.
Yvonne, I know we have 2 more entrants to be named. Who do you guys think the early favorite to face her at Mania is? Because we do have Raquel, Nikki Cross, crazy new Asuka, which
Yeah, the new
we thought would
Asuka.
be.
I love the new look. I love
And
that.
then
What was her name? Like Kana, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Anna.
And then who's the fucking 4th one? There's 4 of them already named. But who do you guys think
Takes
will be her competitor at Mania
Let's see.
in the end?
Probably Asuka from the way it sounds.
I'm taking Asuka as well.
I
I think
do
Asuka is
too.
going to take the belt from her.
I
at
do
Mania.
They
too.
wouldn't reimage her like that just to have her not do anything. So.
Apparently, she's been trying to do this character for about 2 fucking years now. That Vince
Oh,
won't.
gee.
Vince
Vince is
don't
like, nah.
I like this new Oscar. I'm very
Keep the weird
curious.
So,
I like
up.
it.
It's funny when they're like, hey, I want to be a superhero. And Vince is like, go for it. And they're like, hey, I just want to be healed. And they're like, no.
Ask Nikki Cross
Like,
that.
he gives
I
Nikki
guess-
Cross creative for it's whatever.
She's
Vince
the
is
one.
on it.
She's the reason I won the Money in the Bank. So I mean, I
But-
can't say nothing.
What was I looking up?
Porn.
No. What actually was I about to look
I
at?
have no idea.
I
Oh, the
so
4th
for Bianca's title reign, I love Bianca. I love Bianca very much. I'm always a fan, and she'll always be over with me, right? Yeah, the title is kind of her reign is kind of getting, I hate to say it, but stale.
Right.
But they're gonna have her hold that title to WrestleMania. Like everybody knew it. Everyone knows. Like everyone's prediction. Everyone at their mother's prediction. Oh, she's gonna hold it for a year. Let her hold it for a year. She's did her thing.
Right.
losing at WrestleMania, I'm not gonna be upset. You held it for a freaking year. Like you're over as and her losing at WrestleMania is not gonna hurt her at all because she's still gonna be over with everybody.
Yeah,
so she'll be fine.
Nikki Cross, Raquel Rodriguez now,
Mhm.
Asuka, and Liv are the first 4.
Dude,
No, give me a triple threat match. Give me a triple threat. Liv, Asuka, and give me Liv Morgan.
I look.
Liv near the title.
Liv had her little try with it. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
I gave up on Liv.
Don't put the title. Don't put the title on her. Just give her WrestleMania match.
She don't need to be around it.
Oh God, Chuck's will hate me. It's like
Ooh.
I'm not even going to go there.
What?
I'm not even going to go there. You know, it's like putting Bengals around a Super Bowl. You know, it's never going to happen. So why even put them there?
Don't. Me and Chuck's both better. Don't start.
But it's okay. I'm sure Liv Morgan blames the refs as well. But we'll continue.
We all saw the same game. That's all we'll say.
I know.
I'm not going to get into it. I already did it on Facebook.
Me and Chuck's bitter.
I'm done trying.
And I missed it. I didn't even see it.
I'm
all I saw was your post that said, "Well, back to normal life. This sucks."
I was referring to the Bengals.
Oh, was that it? No.
I was referring to what you were saying.
But anyways,
He's done.
my epic joke is now done. Yvonne, go ahead. Who the hell? Do you think Asuka as well?
Yeah, her or Raquel. I'd like to see Raquel.
I like Raquel too.
She's new.
She didn't have a. So let's go to the women's rumble.
And we've
you
never
guys are all
seen her and
bloodthirsty on
Bianca
it.
fight either. I mean, same with her and
Yvonne.
Asuka. But thank you.
Here, you can start with
I'm
the
over
women's
the
rumble.
men's rumble.
Oh
Sorry,
my
I'm
God!
over
Now
it.
Chuck. You're a bad influence on people.
Hey, man.
I'm kidding. I said that to be
All right,
funny.
Yvonne, go ahead. What did you like about the women's rumble?
There was some.
As I try to
There
find
was some NXT people. Indy Hartwell was there.
Roxanne
Zoe-
was in it.
Roxanne, the champion, was.
Roxanne.
Zoe
Zoe
Stark.
Starks. Yep.
Like
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea
was
Green
apparently-
came back. She came
Karen.
back, set a record.
She's gonna come back and be a Karen character.
I saw that in Raw. She's like, "Are you the manager? What the fuck are you
She's
talking
like,
about?"
And everybody
I
on
love
Twitter's
it.
like,
I
"Yeah,
love
this is gonna work." She's already annoying.
She went up. I love this. She went to Pierce. Are you the manager here?
So Del
I
Rio,
love
you
it.
watch the indie shit more than me. So is that like her thing? I know
Kind
Hot
of.
Mess is like her characters. She just
She was
like
a hot mess, but that just she's kind of like just like that. That's Chelsea Green for you. Like it's perfect. It fits her role. She's annoying. She's stuck up. She's arrogant. So perfect. It works out for her.
So that's how she ended up with Zack Ryder. They're both suck up, overrated.
You don't like Ryder, didn't he block you?
I don't
He
know.
did, didn't he?
Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona.
He wasn't in the
Zack
Rumble.
Ryder blocked me. I don't know if Matt
He
Cardona
did.
did.
Zack Ryder did.
But well, I mean, that's
Jesus, what'd you do?
I made fun
What,
of
Joan?
him and I said, "How did Jobbers make it to the Mania card?" It was them versus FTR. I was afraid all 4 of them as Jobbers, to be fair, and FTR didn't block me, but whatever.
'Cause you're being, you spoke at him.
What are you gonna do?
All right, Yvonne, go ahead.
Rhea came out number 1. I forget who came out number 2. Who was that?
I don't remember.
Hold on, let me find the list.
Find-
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah, because Morgan
She-
lasted.
She lasted the entire
She
thing too.
did.
Then.
So
Gotta give her credit.
Rhea won
Which
from
I'm-
1, right?
I was very
She
happy
lasted
for
1
that.
hour, 1 minute and 8 seconds. Liv lasted 1 hour, 1 minute and
Wow.
7 seconds.
You gotta give
She
Liv
literally
credit.
threw her out right at the
So
last
you're
second.
talking shit about Liv, but
I know.
you're just saying how great Walter
I did not.
was.
I did
I
not
know.
say anything about how great Liv.
I just don't like
Liv
her
does not
title
need to
reign.
be around a
She
championship.
don't.
She proved that already. The fans lost interest in her
Yeah.
after
They
she
did.
won.
I
feel
did.
like
Normally,
that was
when the
unfair.
fans clamor for
Yeah.
you to get a title and you get it, they care. As soon as she won it,
They
nobody
didn't
gave
I
a
don't know
fuck.
what
I'm
happened.
sorry, Josh. I'm sorry, but speak for your damn self. I loved it. I love Liv Morgan. I still love her. I loved her as champion. I was sad when
You
she
mute
lost
his
it.
mic.
Hey, he's being honest.
1 out of every 4. So you're our Boomer Esiason.
I mean, I
Not
liked
all
her.
of us can
I
be
do
right.
too.
I liked it.
She was missing something.
Something was missing.
Yeah, like we said.
She's just too.
You know what was missing?
Uh-oh.
Piper Niven.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Finally got her name back.
Yeah.
Dewdrop.
Dude,
She knocked that. She eliminated Nia Jax.
She did. Thank God somebody did. Jesus, she's the worst.
We saw Tegan. We saw Tegan Knox.
Do you like
return,
Nia
too.
Jax, Justin?
Tegan
All right,
Knox has
all
already
right.
been around. She's the
Wasn't
worst.
she injured though?
they botched her entrance.
I
They
know.
botched her entrance.
Was
Well, I mean,
injured.
it makes
course they
sense
did.
because it's her. She botches
Right.
everything.
Her music hit, and it was like 10 seconds left. I was like,
Yeah,
My
I know. The
first-
counter didn't even go down.
my friend's brother, he's here right now just playing the game. But my friend's brother was jumping up and down like a little girl when she came out. I was like, yo, you're annoying, bro.
Dude,
I was like,
she
get out of
eliminated
here.
8 people.
Why does he like Nia Jax? Ask him right now. Why does he like Nia Jax?
Can I bring him on real quick?
Right, bring him on. Absolutely.
Ray, come here. Come here.
I want to know. I need to talk to somebody because nobody likes
Somebody
Nia
likes
Jax.
Nia Jax.
So
Somebody.
they can't hear you. But
Okay.
why does your brother like Nia Jax?
Apparently.
He said
strictly
apparently.
for the fact that she is a big woman.
She's a
very,
big
very
woman.
Big woman.
So it's a fetish thing. All right, that's acceptable.
That's a personal.
Oh, so do you remember like?
Thanks.
All right.
Remember when they were going to
Makes
put
sense.
Enzo in that romantic storyline with her?
Oh
I think
God.
that was Vince in his office with like lube. Like, yeah, I want to watch this unfold on my TV. Like, that's Vince's
Probably.
fantasy. Bang that chick.
That's a steak fetish.
Get it right now.
No, you know it's funny.
Oh shit, the cops found me.
McAfee.
Gotta run.
How many times did he say banger bros during the Rumble?
I didn't know how to drop it.
Dude, because WWE, do you see where they had to pull it? Like,
How do you just realize that is a porn site? That is crazy.
because WWE
That's
has very clean, quality people working there. They don't watch.
That's been around for years.
The Vince would have been like, "Bang bus, where's that at? I'll buy everybody
I'll
one."
buy him.
I mean, just common sense would dictate here. Banger Bros is going to be some kind of
Vince is like, "Banger bro, banger bus. I got a banger limo.
Oh God.
How much?
Where's Chelsea Green? I'll last 7 seconds.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
I got $3 million.
Where's Scarlett? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's what Chuck says. I'm sorry.
I had Jack. She won't fit in my limo. All right, well, it's straight.
Oh, wow. Oh, my
What did you guys?
God.
Del Rio, get it together. We're on live.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. You guys get what? You get together.
I'm
We can't
perfectly
get together. That's Josh.
I'm like dying over here.
I can't help Nia Jax don't fit in Vince's limo.
I loved obviously I love the women's rumble. I thought it was 1,000 times 1,000 times better than the men's.
I agree.
The thing I loved about the men's, obviously, going back real quick, you gave Gunther his flowers. You gave him the standoff with Brock Lesnar. You had him and Cody go at it for like 6-7 minutes. It was perfect. The women's rumble was great from 1 all the way to 30. We got surprises. We got NXT. We got some NXT call-ups. Well, not call-ups, not debuts, but obviously you guys know. Give them their moment to be in the rumble. But
we see who they view highly of
Right.
in NXT. So Zoe
I knew Roxanne was going to be in it because she's from Texas. She trained at Booker T's school, so that was a given. But once I saw Booker T in the men's rumble, I was like, Roxanne's going to be the women's. I guarantee Roxanne will be the women's.
that was a big moment for her.
That was awesome. 21 years old. She got to wrestle in the rumble in front of 50,000 people.
Face of NXT already.
Dude, I'm jealous as fuck.
Dude, she's good. She's going to be really fucking good.
I tried so hard to get her on my show a couple years ago, but dude, it was like freaking. She was so busy all the time. I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen.
At least she told you that. That's cool.
Yeah, no, she was like, I'm just busy. I was like, hey, it happens. It's all good. So,
Oh yeah,
I tried.
absolutely.
The Becky Lynch storyline with them got furthered in this because she was eliminated by all 3 of them.
Yep, she was.
Piper Niven came back. Reports are early. They love what they've seen, and she's going to be a huge part of Raw going forward. She has her name back.
Which is good.
But yeah, I love it. I love it. I don't know why. I don't know how Vince doesn't see this. Doesn't do this. Like,
what's funny, she comes out, and I look at my buddy I'm with, and it's like, yeah, that's a Triple H person. Like, he brought her in for NXT UK.
Not as Doudrop.
So like, it's like she'll be utilized right now that Triple H is in charge.
All these wrestlers from NXT have nothing to worry about when they get called up. Triple H is in charge. Triple H is like, I got you.
So you mean their gimmick will change? That's what we talked about the whole time when it changed. Like now their gimmick will carry, like the same gimmick they have now. That'll carry over.
Yep.
Like Carmelo Hayes isn't going to be a military officer when he goes to the main roster.
Or Adam Cole wasn't going to be. I know you guys are too high, Adam Cole, or that's another show. I don't know.
Well, I mean, nobody's too high. He's 4 foot tall.
Josh is over him, so
I've always liked that.
But it's not like he was going to be like, not like Carmelo's going to go on and be like a manager to like Bobby Lashley or Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Hell no, you're going to have this man wrestle because Shawn Michaels is high on that guy. So
he is. Oh, he is.
That's a big deal.
That is huge.
That's insane. I love it.
I'm really hoping that Triple H is in charge now, and as long as everything stays that way, fingers crossed, hoping we'll get Cole back in a couple of years.
I hope.
Maybe do an Undisputed Era reunion, and that could be fun.
I don't see it not happening. I mean, it's wrestling. It's anything can happen.
Absolutely.
And of course, I'm happy with the winner. Rhea was my pick. I was like, there's no way she's losing. So
our picks, right?
I think so. Yeah.
She's
so for 2 rumbles that had pretty obvious winners.
Yep.
I think they did pretty well.
They did.
100%. I mean, like you're right. It was obvious, but bro, they executed it so well. Like,
did you think maybe not?
That's all I do.
So they made you think, well, maybe it's not going to be Cody, or maybe it's not going to be Rhea.
Like when Gunther and Cody, there for a minute, I was like, maybe Triple H's like, fuck it, Gunther is his guy. Like, dude, I remember when they signed him, how big of a fucking deal that was. Like on the internet, like
they got Walter, right?
Like Walter's in it. Oh my god, what the fuck? And everybody's like freaking the fuck out. Now they see why. A couple years later,
Gunther.
Look, he's
Gunther,
he's made the IC title. That just makes that title more relevant. That he like when he loses that title, he's going to win the fucking championship.
Absolutely.
It's going to be what it used to be because Chuck always says, "Well, it used to be you win the mid card title, then you lose that because you're ready to move up." I think that's what the fuck it is now. I think when Theory finally gets out of the U.S. title shit, he's going to move up to that next thing without a briefcase. Fuck you, Vince. And then the same thing. So when Gunther jump straight to the fucking world title.
They're gonna split the titles, and like you said, for the two obvious choices for the Rumble, we all knew Cody was winning, but when it was Gunther and him going at it, you're like, shit, maybe it's gonna be Gunther. I thought the same thing with Rhea and Liv. My pick was Liv. I'm like, hey, maybe they're gonna pull the trigger and say, fuck it, Liv will win.
Right.
You're right. Yeah, it was obvious pick, but you're like, you never know. It was like, shit, maybe
got us there.
Absolutely.
they're throwing us a curveball here. Like, oh crap, okay, Liv got, and that was a gnarly elimination by Liv. I was like, damn, like she got thrown. I was like, God, that's a hell of a bump she took.
As soon as she got sprayed with the mist, it's like, oh, she's winning now. I was like, I really thought, oh, they're gonna jinx us or juke us, and it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I did too, and she's hit her hands.
I was like, oh shit, she's gonna win blind. But
this is a new Rhea Ripley, and I love it. I love
Once
this.
she got hit the miss, I'm like, oh, she's done. I was like, oh, my girl lost. Like, it's done for her.
I thought she was gonna win because she stayed in it after that. She started kicking and she's like, oh, she might win now.
This is
I thought it'd been cool.
Year of Rhea.
It is. She deserves it.
And Dominic. Like, the Judgment Day might really take this year over.
I think they did.
Dominic is so
good
over.
We went live.
Dude, we went live. Bro, we went live like 3 weeks ago.
We did.
You know what got the biggest pop of the whole fucking Raw?
Dominic.
Was when the Usos said, welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. And Dom grabs Mike and goes, you don't know shit about being in the pen. And like the whole crowd just died, dude. Like he's
like, you don't know what it's like in prison. You don't know what it's like.
And like Finn is Finn and Priest just looks badass.
He does.
Like,
he does.
Who's gonna fuck with that guy?
No,
so
he's really stepping up.
When Michael Cole called Dominic a piece of shit, I lost it.
Yeah.
He did.
Dude, Michael Cole's off the fucking chain. Now McAfee's back. McAfee comes back like, wait. Dude, awesome. McAfee's commentary is so great. He's like, what am I watching? During the brain match, he's like, what is this?
What is this?
When I left, he wasn't here.
Now he's here. What am I watching?
Because like a lot of shit, he's like, okay, so who is this? Because McAfee does not go to these meetings.
He doesn't.
But does he watch the show at least? I thought he'd watch the show at least.
Dude, I don't know if he has time.
But he was acting like he didn't know anybody.
Bro,
so, yeah.
Like he's doing all this shit. Like
I
don't know.
On the fly. He's like, who is this? What is going on here?
That's the best part about that's why Pat McAfee's such a fucking great announcer.
He is,
He's us.
He is
just
us.
with a headset.
He is,
And talent.
Stop it. We have talent. Our talents just don't push us into WWE.
Right.
Our talents push us to like bars and liquor stores. And Yvonne goes.
I went to the liquor store today.
Yeah, see, Yvonne does good shit with her time. She goes to movies and be a good person. Me and Chuck, on the other hand, we're worthless pieces of shit.
I got a drink.
That's what it is.
I get sleepy. I got a drink.
Hey, we have a comment.
Two of them.
Michael Cole had they neither. We got to touch on that earlier.
Yeah.
It's cool. I love shit like that. Cole was so excited.
He
said, "I just texted you earlier, you dumbass."
He said we were FaceTiming and he was playing golf in a stupid little game in his house.
Corey
Graves was legit pissed.
He was mad.
Really funny.
He was mad.
Because Graves thought he was taking all the light tonight. Turns out you gotta share that spotlight, Graves.
And he's ran his mouth too long about McAfee.
All right, so I had pictures. There's Chelsea Green.
Yep.
I love her.
And then
crazy
ass Asuka, which we knew before.
Yeah.
And I butchered that picture.
I don't really care about Asuka.
Oh, you will care. Oh, so I think she's gonna win and be champion. And I think both titles switch hands at Mania.
I do too.
I think she's worthless.
Wow. Chuck's just saying how he feels.
No, I mean not to be that guy, but I just don't care.
You're being honest.
Her new gimmick. I mean, I'm sure she's great. I'm sure she's awesome. I'm sure she did great things.
You sound so insincere.
I just don't care.
You just have to watch it. It hasn't even started. She hasn't won yet.
Yeah, but I've seen Asuka on TV for 4 years now.
Not this one. You've seen her on TV for about 15 minutes.
It's the same thing.
No, it is not the same.
If I would pick somebody for Bianca to lose to, this new Asuka or Raquel, because Raquel is new.
I thought Raquel would have.
I like Raquel. I'm glad she didn't fight Rousey when Rousey had the belt.
This is an NXT Asuka too. We're getting.
It is. Yeah.
That was a New Japan.
Well, I think she brought her New Japan Asuka over to NXT because Triple H was in charge. So, did you watch NXT back in the day?
He's never watched.
Look.
Oh my God!
I used to get.
I've seen a few
look,
takeovers.
He saw takeovers when like Finn versus KO was the main event.
Undisputed Era.
Yeah, like he was there for that. But then like
I watched Undisputed Era
because we used to hang out and watch takeovers. But then after that, he quit.
He's done.
Yeah, I mean, I got time for that. You know, I got Raw, I got SmackDown.
So I told him the only thing is when people get called up and he's like, "Oh fuck them, I don't know." You can't say "fuck it," I don't know who they are. Because you had a chance and you decided not to.
No, but Asuka isn't. Asuka been on TV for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years.
She was from NXT.
Yeah, she came to NXT. You got to go back and watch her matches in like 2016, bro. She was dominant.
Charlotte at Mania, and then she lost her first match.
And her undefeated streak too.
That was so dumb. Let's not talk. That never happened. That was so dumb.
This is their chance to right the wrong with Ronda and with Rhea and Charlotte, because Charlotte should have never won the fucking NXT championship. Nope. She never should have won the Royal Rumble. Like, she shouldn't be champion now. Like,
thank
get
God
the belt
Rousey's
on Rhea.
not. Thank God.
All this stupid shit they've done with Charlotte over the years. She ended Asuka's fucking streak.
She did.
Which was fucking dumb.
It was.
But
you're like a half an hour late, brother.
We've
already said this.
No.
We've already talked about this.
No.
I feel like we're on like a massive like a delay on Facebook right now. And then he's gonna see this 5 minutes later and go, I feel like we're on a massive delay. So we're gonna do the same thing.
The only way Liv makes it into that match is because somebody needs to take a pin. That's not
right.
one of the other
I'm
two.
sorry. We're just being honest.
I like Liv.
I do too.
I mean, she's hot. She's fine. Watch me. I get it.
I think she's better than Asuka. Oh, I said it.
Wow.
I mean, she's not.
Shock. That is damn.
I'm just saying.
That's like saying Andy Dalton's better than Joe Burrow. Like, stop it.
Whoa, don't even say that.
That's horrible.
Show.
That's horrible.
That's embarrassing.
Well,
Joe Burrow.
they are just as scripted these days.
Oh my God, stop
so
Andy Dalton's a joke.
Ohio.
So don't get me started.
This is what I ranted about last week. It's like my buddy Jimmy's like, we're watching the Eagles game. Eagles won. He goes, well, that's who we're beating. I was like, I'm glad it's over, bro. I'm glad you guys already have this wrapped up. So like, I felt no sense. Like, this is what the state of Ohio needed, a humbling. And they got it. Their Buckeyes suck.
They got
and their
humbled.
Bengals are not as fucking indestructible, and they don't own Kansas City.
They got humbled just as many times as fucking Chiefs got random ass fourth quarter redos for no reason. Putting teams out, referees, bring that shit back.
I mean, there was a reason.
But why? Don't worry about the reason. Don't worry about the why. Just do it.
There was a reason. And they had a chance to win at the end, but they decided, let's smack Mahomes every 10 foot out of bounds.
They did.
I mean,
that was a whoops.
That was bad.
They had a chance to win, and Burrow did not deliver like he did not in the Super Bowl. But anyways, we're moving forward.
Wait, what happened to the Patriots this year? What did they?
I mean, I don't.
Did
they accomplished the same amount that the Bengals did. We didn't win the Super Bowl.
No, they didn't get accomplished anything. What championship game were they in this year?
Did they win? We didn't win any championships.
Which one did you get to? Did you get
we
to
didn't get to any,
games?
but we accomplished just as much as you guys did.
Oh, but breaking news.
I do know that
Tom Brady announced his retirement for the 10th time.
So what teams is he playing on next year? What do you think?
He's done.
Well, let's see. I could see. I don't know. Maybe Miami. Maybe Miami will take him.
They're not going to Miami.
Maybe back to Patriots.
So he's retired.
He's retired
until August.
He's definitely retired this time.
Probably this time until 2 years from now.
But how many times has he announced it? Like 4 times.
The Bengals in the same sentence as a pay. See, that's everybody's getting cocked. We almost won a Super Bowl. We're amazing. We won 6.
Who won the game this year between those two teams?
Okay, you guys beat the Patriots. Yeah. Is that what we're clinging to?
Yeah, we did. We know it's a fact. It's not clinging. It's a fact.
So the worst Patriots team
you
in the last 10
years. You can say, they had
years.
Tom Brady on that team, but we also beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So
I don't care about Tom Brady. He doesn't play for the Patriots.
Saying both teams are.
All I'm saying is they both accomplished nothing. Yeah, you won your division that you were given because the Ravens said fuck.
Oh, you want to talk about given?
Yeah.
Let's look at let's look at the Chiefs' last couple of games. We had the Jaguars.
No,
we had the Raiders, and then they were literally. The head referee's son had a big bet on this game, and then they had all of these bad calls. It's like what? It's all.
I think the people in Ohio have lost their fucking mind. Like the Buckeyes are trash now. So it's our Bengals time.
The NFL is basically turning into the WWE.
It makes 0 sense. If that was the case,
it
would be Josh Allen every fucking year because he makes him the most money.
The head referee didn't know his son had that big wager. Apparently, he's actually under investigation right now for that. Just so you all are aware. But whatever. This is a wrestling show, so we'll get back to it.
Let's talk about the wrestling because my Broncos didn't do shit this year.
So if you guys see those pages on Facebook that say like NFL memes and shit, that's not real information. That's just clickbait. So when ESPN covers like, hey, the NFL's under investigation, I'll take it seriously. Just now it's bitter tears for about another week. Then everybody here will be over it and it'll be fine. The word is now you guys are cursed. So that's what the fan base is going
not
with.
cursed. As literally the NFL was like, we're not going to have them win. And here's examples on why. One of the big examples was, you know what? Bring the punting team back. Like 2 minutes after we already called it, we're just going to redo that 4th down again. And then, but don't worry, we'll make sure that you guys get this time by a penalty. That's kind of bullshit. So that way we make sure you get a 1st down on this 5th down. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Just saying.
Yeah, and they had a chance to overcome that and did not.
Overcome shit and then at the same time, the Chiefs were running their mouths. Oh, yeah, we fucking owned you.
I don't.
But at the same time, though, they were like, you guys only won by 3 last year. So then they only won 3 by this year. Yeah, we fucking stomped you. Took 4 times, still only 3 points.
Like, the talk
with the help of the referees.
The shit talk was definitely coming from the Bengals side all week. Burrowhead. Mahomes, even like the mayor called me out. He's like, doesn't he have anything better? Like,
that was a little rough.
Cincinnati, you guys should be embarrassed with how you handle winning. You guys,
mayor, really?
Look, I will stand by the word choke because I watched Joe Burrow, and apparently he's the great. Sorry, Del Rio, but like, goddamn it, I'm so sick of Ohio. Joe Burrow, and as epic as he is, was at the 50-yard line in the Super Bowl and couldn't move the fucking ball. He choked the Super Bowl away. He had a chance to win it, and he lost. He had the ball.
There's a lot of bad penalties in that game, too.
See, the theme is the Bengals are fantastic just around.
I'm just telling you the way it is. There are bad calls.
I can go to every Patriots
You can say there are no bad calls. There are plenty of bad calls.
There's bad calls in every single game. You're never going to get over that. If that's your guys' excuse, you are not going to win.
I'm not going to go over it when it costs us the game. And that's exactly what happened.
Because Joe Burrow had the ball. It was tied, and you guys didn't score again. And then they went and scored. And you smacked the quarterback, and he didn't even – they weren't in field goal range, and you smacked him when he took 3 full steps out of bounds. That's why they lost.
That player called.
He didn't smack him. He fucking pushed him out of bounds, not knowing where the fuck he was. I'm not saying that wasn't a valid call. That for sure.
I mean, that was the game.
At the same time, that was the game. If you guys don't hit him,
that game probably goes in overtime.
The game was they had a 4th down. And they said we're gonna punt. They went to punt, and the referees for no fucking reason. So I'm sure they said there's a reason. There was no. The punting team was out, and the referees were like, no, bring it back, and they didn't even say why. They showed no replays.
No, it's fine.
They said no reason why, and then they immediately called another penalty, giving them a 1st down. That's bullshit. So you can sit here and run your mouth all you want. And sure, they won by 3 points, just like we did them last year. But the fact is, it's still under review. That referee is still being investigated because his son had a high bet on this game. Wow. All facts. So we can say trash talking is bad, but still, there's a lot of bullshit with that game.
Sounds
so
like it.
Is what it is. We lost.
Sounds like it.
It reminds me of the Raiders game last year when the whistle got blown and everybody stopped except the Bengals guy, and he scored. And they're like, oh, we shouldn't have done that, but touchdown.
Yeah,
so sure. I call it karma. But anyways.
Well,
sure.
Sounds like it.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Wrestling.
I don't even know.
I do too.
This is your ball I don't give a fuck about. I'm going to go to a party and get drunk. I hope both teams lose. I saw the Eagles guys getting charged for rape or some shit, so that's exciting.
That's a great way to start it.
Some frontline 25-year-old.
That's the Eagles.
I mean, here we go. The NFL investigating AFC Championship ref Ronald Turbert because his son made a large wager on the Kansas City Chiefs before they defeated the Bengals on Sunday.
Wow.
AP, they'll get much bigger. This claim was originated on a parody Twitter account, and elements of the post make it clear that this is fiction.
Okay.
An NFL spokesperson confirmed it.
Sure.
I mean, if the NFL was under investigation, that would be the biggest news in the world.
Sure.
But anyway.
We'll see. It's also the same referee who did the bad calls last year in the Super Bowl.
Sounds about right.
Whatever.
Sounds
it is what it is. It is what it is. We all know that 4th down shit was bullshit, and there are plenty of other calls that I didn't write down that were also bullshit.
Right now.
But yeah.
Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns.
Great segue.
Right.
Speaking of getting their asses kicked, though.
So Roman Reigns, so KO was basically the 49ers in this one because the Niners didn't have a chance.
Right, yeah.
But this spot right here. He did it 3 fucking times.
He did it a few times.
Like I don't know how you fake smacking the back of your head on a steel step.
Times,
yeah, when you see that guy in the orange, that was my reaction right there.
I was uncomfortable.
So was I.
I was a Jason shirt.
Dude, I was very uncomfortable for parts of this at the end. Like this part was not comfortable. Yeah, Roman won. But like the super kicks to fucking KO when he's handcuffed, you guys super kicked like 20 fucking times.
That's
dude.
In the face, bro.
Big time.
But then we had the epic
yeah.
So KO won, or not KO, but Roman won, which we all knew.
We knew.
So we're not going to cling to that. But he gave Sammy an opportunity. They had KO tied up to set the scene for you people that haven't seen it. Roman has a chair. Sammy's like, no, this is beneath you. And he's like, you do it. Sammy lingers around for a while. And then
he's like, you do it. I don't want
Sammy does it, smacks Roman in the back, which the flashbacks from the Shield
Seth
meetings
Rollins.
are great.
Yeah,
Roman's like, not again.
Uh-oh.
And then Sammy looks at the rest of the bloodline, says, I'm sorry. Jay's like, lost.
He's upset.
Solo beats the fuck out of him. Him and Jimmy beat the shit out of him.
And Jay just walks off.
And,
that's a surprise, right? He just walked out.
Jay's like, what? Oh, and Jay posted on his Instagram, let's run it back, Roman, because he's officially out of the bloodline.
I saw that.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens. Now, the internet is saying, and story-wise,
we're saying
if you go main event, Jay's back. Yeah. So
I agree.
If you go,
yeah.
So the story would be Jay teams up with Sammy.
Yep.
He has Sammy's back. Fuck the bloodline. And then at Montreal, Jay turns his back on Sammy. Then it sets up the Usos versus KO and Sammy at Mania.
Yep.
The issue, internet, is legally the Usos are not allowed in Canada, so they will not be at Elimination Chamber because they're not allowed to travel because they
drink and drive.
Their DUIs, got them where they can't go there. So Del Rio, what the fuck happens next?
Dude, so obviously there's so much that happened on Saturday with the bloodline, Sami Zayn and Roman. Can I just say I was in complete awe of that whole segment. Like I could not take my eyes off of TV. It felt like I was watching the whole movie. I'm just gonna say the fucking acting was great. Jay Uso, I literally was in tears for Jay. Jay was heartbroken. That man was like, "What are you doing? I thought we were brothers. What are you doing?" Like he's crying. Like you can see, obviously he's crying, but like such great storytelling. The whole thing was just so good, dude. I was watching this guy on YouTube. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Wrestling GIFs. He talks about a lot of wrestling, and he nailed it in the coffin where he was like, yeah, like looking back, Sammy and Jimmy were cool, having a cute little handshake, telling jokes, this and that. But the whole time, Jimmy was doing it because he loved being in the bloodline so much. He was just making Roman happy. When all in all, Jay was like Sammy's boy all along. Like, they're brothers now. They're doing their thing. I feel like I'm watching Fast and Furious or something. It's so good. It's so good. It's
even Reigns was like, Reigns said, "I love you," to Sammy. Like, "I love you. You gotta do it. This is our family." Like, dude,
you gotta do it.
Yeah,
Roman has improved here.
Absolutely.
This
came out a different dude.
Yeah.
He did, sure did.
It's literally 3 years in the making because we saw everything that happened in 2020 with Roman and Jay and this and that, and the bloodline established and everything. I mean, thanks Triple H for all, because obviously some of this was on Vince McMahon. He did some of this, but now Triple H is like whole nother level. Give me more. I want to see more. I feel like that Sammy is not winning in Canada. I don't think he's going to be Roman for the Universal title. I feel like don't rush it. Don't rush all of it. Like take your time with this. Like you have until WrestleMania to give us this. Don't give us the match right away because a match like that has to, happen down the line. Not boom next month. No, fuck that. Give me it at WrestleMania.
Right.
Give me a WrestleMania match. I don't want to see at the Chamber. That match is a WrestleMania worthy match right there.
I think the only issue is Sammy's hometown. That's what they're going to be. The build's going to be around Sammy's home.
There'll be more heat on Roman when he wins.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about when everyone's chanting "fuck you, Roman" after?
That was awesome. I was crying.
I was too.
Roman.
And even he was looking like,
dude,
really?
I know. They were cheering it louder than they did at that Rumble he won.
That was nuts.
When he won that
2015.
Yeah. I think they were chanting the same thing.
Roman acknowledged it. Roman, obviously, it was like they didn't do anything about it, but he stopped what he was doing. It was like, shit. Probably the back of his head, like, damn, this is awesome. Yeah, I got heat on me now.
Right.
Dude, that was really awesome. Like the whole, like we've mentioned, you just brought it up how like Vince obviously started it, but before Vince, like right before Vince was taken out of the picture, I was tired. I was very, very bored of the bloodline. It was very, very boring. We knew every feud. It was all the same shit.
Right.
Once Triple H took over, they added Sammy and it rejuvenated the entire thing.
Yeah.
And made it watchable again and interesting and enjoyable. And it was good shit. And
you're giving Sammy like, little like his time to shine because Sammy's before the bloodline, man, like he wasn't doing nothing. But like, this is Sami Zayn, man. This is El Generico. He's a freaking legend. Give him something.
Reigns even backed that up. And that whole crying speech right before he beat his ass, he was like, "Are you going to go back and doing jackass stuff?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
he
that
did.
was, he said, "Do you have fun doing jackass shit?" He said,
Yeah,
dude,
he did.
yes, that is exactly what we need. Like, dude,
Yep.
are you happy? It was a fantastic match,
Like, are you
by the
happy
way.
with what you
And
do?
you know what's funny? Sami's in every interview he's done he is proud as fuck of that match with
Sure.
Johnny Knoxville. And it was
Probably should
very
be.
It
enjoyable.
was a very
was.
enjoyable
But
match.
I love Roman taking a shot at that. I'm glad you brought.
Yep.
He's like, "What are you going to do, jackass shit again?" And it's like,
Yep.
get him. And the fear Sammy had in his face, and he's
Yeah.
just like,
It is.
That acting is
he just like he looked up, and he's like, bam. Then Roman's just like,
and he knew what was gonna happen next. He knew.
yeah, he
was gonna
knew,
get his ass
he
kicked.
knew.
He's like, he's done now.
My my buddy was complaining on Nerds. Not my buddy, just like some member was like, I didn't like the fact that they kind of teased it with Roman turning his back a lot. I'm like, I like how they did it. If you notice, the first time Sammy was like hesitant, and then obviously the third time he turned his back, bam. I feel like WWE audio tour bus, whatever, they definitely shut off some kind of mic just so we could hear the pop. That pop was so loud. Even that TV
chair.
was loud.
It was.
It went
All you
wild.
heard was
Yep.
then,
all you
and then
heard.
the fucking
Yeah, he exploded.
my TV. Like I turned it down. I was like, "Oh shit!"
So did I. My
That was
God.
loud.
When it's almost midnight, and I'm like, "God damn!"
Yeah.
It was.
It was
It was-
awesome. I think I watched that thing at least 25, 30 times. It was so good. Just give me more. Please,
As a wrestling
WWE,
fan,
do not drop the ball on this.
I need to
This is-
rewatch it. I've been watching it the one time live and I was drinking, so I need to
After
rewatch it.
wrestling, this is what we want
Right.
as wrestling fans, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, it was good.
passionate. Like me and Chuck just yelled at each other about football. We'll probably not talk about football again until next year.
Yeah, we got total August.
So yell at each other,
And then we
so-
pick up. Like,
There we go.
I'm glad I was able to kind of be on the show where you guys butted heads for the last
we
year.
do it every
It
week.
happens.
Why do you
Justin-
think it's called this?
Justin, they do it every week.
He's
I
like
love
Josh, that
it.
spoiled fuck. He's won 6 Super Bowls, and I'm like, fuck the Bengals, and if you like them, fuck you too.
I
Guess
can't
what?
say nothing about
We've
my
been
team.
doing this for 10-ish years now, so
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
who's your team?
The Saints is my team.
Oh, damn.
I
We
know.
just got your
Well,
coach.
stay out of it. Yeah.
Del Rio, don't get backstage heat with Yvonne. Come on,
Hey,
she's the
she'll get
nicest
you.
one.
She has authority on the words now. She's a writer these days. She'll
Yeah, dude, she'll
call you out.
she'll come after you on
I
wrestling.
won't. Justin's how I feel.
All right,
and he
let's catch
don't-
up to
yeah,
Bagley real
exactly.
quick.
That's why I don't say nothing.
Did you see what Roman said to Solo? Yeah, he said it's a war now. Because I seen Chuck
yeah.
comment on the post about it and said, being a
Uh-oh.
smart ass. So yeah, I saw it.
I don't remember that.
This is worn out. Like no one's
It's
safe.
Roman, it's Roman. He grabbed Solo and he's like, this is a war now.
Uh-oh.
And Solo's just like, yeah.
Yeah,
I commented on
Yeah,
that.
and you said,
I don't remember.
I thought you were being smart.
I don't remember.
So yeah.
I just
Jay's-
I was gonna say Jay's facial expressions were money. Like
It
I,
was,
s- I saw a picture of Jay just hugging the shit out of Sammy on Raw. When he stepped in for the tag team title match, that was so cool. Just it sounds cheesy, but it was like a cool moment. It was a cool moment. And then 5 days later, your brother just getting the shit beat out of him, and you're just walking out. I was like, damn, that's
Wow.
such good storytelling.
and
It's
it
so
was Jimmy.
good.
So it was Sammy and Jay winning that title, right? It was Jimmy who was
Yes.
hurt. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah, he stepped in for Jimmy. Jay came. They did it. Jay just embraced him after the match. 5 days later, Sammy turns his back, gets his shit beat out of him, and Jay can't do it. Yeah, obviously, you all saw it. It was just so good. It was so good.
Storytelling.
Poor Jay.
That's what we wanted. This is
Good
the
shit.
best story they've done since Austin
Absolutely.
McMahon.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I
I
think-
can.
I
Yeah.
can't name of one storyline the last 20 years that's got me this
I can't
as
either.
invested as this one right
I
now.
can't
I was-
either.
I was-
Daniel
Well,
Bryan did,
I was pretty invested in
yeah,
that.
but that was 3 months. Like this 3 years.
Yeah,
He said
3 years.
23 year
I
long.
guess, yeah. It was-
Like a long, like Kofi Mania I was in.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, I've been there for spurts, but this is 3 years of
Mhm.
story.
This is
Damn,
good.
bro.
It's-
It was a long time.
It was.
as Vince McMahon once said, this is such good shit. And yes, I
Yeah, it
fucking love it.
It is.
In the back of his limo while putting his pants on.
Oh
but-
my God.
I was impressed. I was invested
Yeah,
in.
$20 million.
Don't make me
For
uncomfortable.
less
sitting
I'll
here.
write you a check. What's your name? Scarlett? Don't tell Cross.
Ew, oh my God.
He's ripping the fuck. I don't let him know.
Men are just disgusting.
But tell me
That's
that
just my
gladiator
point.
costume ain't helping him in the bedroom, Scarlett.
You
But
men,
anyway.
you men are gross. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Look, it seems
I-
like
Not all of
gladiator
you.
costume. Somebody liked the show.
I
Not all
love.
of you, Justin, I'll take that back. Not all of you.
Thank you. I was invested in Seth Rollins in the Shield back in 2014.
That was
But
good.
That was like a complete curveball.
Yeah, it did make
but
me
he was a heel though, so it's like a different. You know what I mean? He was a heel. Like I guess like the comparison would be like when was the last time a face? I guess, but Sammy was technically a heel until now. I guess.
Yeah, he tinkers.
That's interesting.
He does.
It's a hell. I never would have thought in 2023. One, Triple H is in charge. Two, Sami Zayn's like the hottest actor in professional wrestling.
He is.
Roman is the man in wrestling. Period.
He is, period. Yeah.
Speaking of that,
at this point, would you give Roman the GOAT mode?
No, because John Cena still exists.
Yeah.
I honestly, I wouldn't either. Also, he's in God mode.
I think that
mode,
Roman Reigns. I mean, he's got a few more years left, I think, as well. But
Sure.
he's a Mount Rushmore nominee now.
Mhm.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
But
he's a face
GOAT-
for sure.
GOAT is like. I never did. John Cena carried that fucking place
He
for
did.
over 10 years, where there wasn't a lot of
He
people
did.
with him.
Yeah,
Like
he did.
He was by himself.
he was the main attraction, and he
was,
worked 400 fucking,
Jeez.
400 matches a year.
He did. Yeah.
5,000 make a. I don't know how he had time.
He
He
did,
carried
yeah.
the company for 10 years when they really needed him.
The big difference here, and I'm no John Cena advocate, but I agree with this.
So he hates John Cena. Why do you think we became friends? The first thing he did
I don't like
when I
Cena
first
either.
met Chuck, I worked at a place that used to be, you kids out there, Del Rio, maybe you, because you're young. There used to be a store called Kmart. They don't exist anymore. But me and
I
Chuck
know
worked.
Kmart, you asshole.
Tell him.
Me and Chuck used to work there, and I was like in the wrestling aisle looking at I was like, my buddy was like, Lucas, it's the new John Cena figure.
I just
Chuck
started.
walks by, he's like, John Cena sucks. And so does everybody who likes him. He just walks away, and I was like, who the fuck
I
is
wish
this
I would have
guy?
met Chuck back then. I
And
wish I would have.
Just an asshole. I was.
And then I don't know, it was later on that day, I was attempting to steal candy from electronics. He was the security guy.
Loss prevention, not security.
Whatever.
Easy.
I
Use the words right.
I-
Get it right.
put it behind the counter and start talking to him. He's like, I was just fucking around earlier. I like wrestling. We started talking about wrestling. And that was it. I did eat that Snickers bar when he walked away.
And I definitely
That
did. And I
happens.
definitely like John Cena. Josh and I've had this feud since we was kids.
Yeah.
So
Nobody likes John Cena except
Nobody.
me.
But the big
I
difference
love
is
John Cena. I love
The
John
big
Cena.
John
I
Cena.
get the spinner right there.
Hell yeah, he has a spinner.
I
Josh,
got
you do.
two.
Of course you do.
But like John,
Chuck used to mow the grass with it.
I did. It's good shit.
Sunglasses.
John Cena, after the ruthless aggression, once he got into economics, he after his first year became the face for years and years and years. Roman, now granted, the company is different; it's a different way things work.
Yes.
But Roman, when did he debut? Survivor Series 2013, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah, he did.
Then
he-
they just
2012. I think it was 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
Then they attacked the take.
That's
they,
right,
They
yeah.
were attacking random people.
Right.
Yeah, they
So
were.
2012. So John Cena, it's taken him right now. We're at what's that math? 11 years.
Yep.
He is in this mode right now. 11 years after the fact of joining. It took John Cena 2, and not only did it take Roman Reigns this long, it took Roman Reigns this long with the help of a stable and Paul Heyman and the Shield and the Usos and now Sami Zayn. There's so many pieces that it took to elevate Roman Reigns to this level, while John Cena did it basically by him fucking self and did it immediately and held it for years and years and years. So that's why I would say Roman Reigns, he may be in God mode right now, but when it comes to the GOAT, no.
I agree too.
And the same thing,
Yeah.
Austin was a short period of time he was able to elevate himself this much. Hulk Hogan, fuck Hulk Hogan. But The
Yeah.
Rock, he was in this level. He was only employed with the company for fucking 4 years as full time before he got that to that level. John Cena was with the company for a long time, was at that level the entire time.
He was by himself.
Roman Reigns has taken all of this longevity
You got
to
it.
get to this
He's
point.
got it. Yep.
So, thank you. I appreciate it from the teacher, the clap. So Roman Reigns, as good as he is right now, yeah, he's awesome. But let's say right now the bloodline goes away tomorrow. Could Roman Reigns still stay at this level? I say no. He
No.
needs a field because he went solo for a minute. He had a great feud with Triple H. Nobody cared to the point. Rollins was better. John Cena's was better. Daniel Bryan's was better. When Roman Reigns did it, it wasn't the best. So he really needs the surrounding people to make him at that level, unlike John Cena.
Right.
If that all makes sense.
The goat hard.
That's
Yeah.
You
dead on.
know what? They'll go. Bobby Jr. The GOAT agrees.
Oh,
That is a very cute thing.
that is
Two-
cute.
The only goats, there's two that So Ozzy retired. I don't know how
Yeah,
that
Ozzy
works.
I saw that
retired.
today.
So
yeah.
I never thought I'd live in a world where Tom Brady and Ozzy Osbourne retire in the same year.
time.
There was one more person
On the
too.
same day.
Oh, Dr. Phil also retired.
Did
today.
he?
Yeah.
So today's like National Fucking Day.
Retired.
They're all gonna go on tour together. It's start like something.
I would go watch Tom Brady, Dr. Phil, and Ozzy.
Yeah, I would too.
Right.
Why not?
Why
I know
not?
who's the most pissed off about this is Greg Olson of Fox.
Uh-oh.
Enjoy the Super Bowl, Greg, because next year Tom Brady's taking over the primetime commentary slot.
I hope so.
$32 million a year.
I hope so.
And Greg Olson's a badass commentator. It
He's
sucks
not
he's going to get
bad.
demoted down to the
Sure.
games
He's
that
not
really
bad.
don't matter as
I
much.
also enjoy Tom Brady than him.
I thought it was pretty crazy. Chris Jericho, of all fucking people, tweeted out, Ozzy and Tom Brady retired on the same day. Wow.
Wow.
I had the same thing.
It's very, very, very strange.
It is.
Retired.
It's weird. It's weird.
Strange
All right,
day,
so
for
we've
sure.
made it through the whole thing. Yvonne, go ahead. We'll start with you. Del Rio's here, so let's make it easy, comfortable for him. Letter grade the Royal Rumble.
I work with preschoolers, so I don't do like letter grades.
They know. Look, preschoolers know at least 5 or 6 letters.
So was it like satisfaction or like what? How do you grade?
Check mark
I'm
or
genuinely
minus?
curious. How do you grade
Nothing.
preschool?
We don't grade preschoolers, bro. We just
He has it easy. You don't have to do nothing.
Thumbs up.
it ain't easy. It ain't easy, bro. That
Thumbs
shit
up,
is not
bro.
easy.
Do nothing.
Thumbs up. Did you have a thumbs up day or a thumbs down day? They'll be like,
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Good job.
We said Tom Brady, Dr. Phil, and Ozzy.
All right. So I'm gonna give a Royal Rumble as I was give my preschoolers a day. Thumbs up.
All
There you
right.
go.
I like
I'll stick
It's
with
a
that.
thumbs up by Justin Del Rio.
That's also Meltzer's rating system as well.
Thumbs
Oh,
up,
God.
thumbs down.
Oh God.
Multiple thumbs up.
Multiple.
You know what's funny? Why is Meltzer going through the Rumble randomly? Like I'm on Twitter retweeting shit and talking to people, and Meltzer's like, "That match was amazing, best men's Rumble I've ever seen." It's like, why are you sucking WWE's dick
Right,
for it? Like
really.
all of
What
a
do
sudden,
you-
bro?
what do
Like,
out of nowhere.
Like, what do
like
you want?
SmackDown just got its highest views ever again, like the 3rd time in a fucking month and a half. Raw had its best ratings since like 2004. Now everybody's like, "Oh man, fuck." It's almost like the shit we talked about 15 years ago. Like,
Mhm.
man, Triple H needs to take over.
And it did.
And it happened, and it made it better like it was supposed to.
Yep.
CM Punk, fuck you, because you missed the boat on this one.
Yeah.
And I have to bring this up
So
before
far.
we wrap up, and we'll do our letter grades in a minute. What'd y'all think of Seth Rollins' comments?
What did you say?
So they asked about CM Punk. He said,
Oh.
"No,
Oh, I
Phil,
enjoyed it.
stay
I
away."
agree. I loved
Can't you-
it.
like,
Cancer.
He said,
Cancer.
he
He's a
said, we
cancer.
already knew it here. They learned it at the other place.
It's a
Yeah.
cancer.
He's a jerk. He's a cancer.
I
don't.
agree.
Oh, you guys just realized he's a jerk now? Really?
Really,
Like,
he's
no.
always been one.
And you know what's good?
Yeah.
He's right.
He is
And
right,
in 3 or
absolutely.
4 years, when Punk, runs out of money and needs more fucking tattoos, that the
Yeah.
groundwork for
Yeah.
Seth Rollins and CM Punk is right there for you.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
Seth is a very smart businessman. And he
Very-
knows that as
he
well.
knows, yeah.
But CM Punk also sucks, baby. He does deal
He
with it.
does. Get it. Come on.
He's not. Yeah, he's. I mean, I love CM Punk when he came back, but the honeymoon phase was long over. I was like, yeah, go.
CM Punk's honeymoon's like a week, and then it's like, all right, he's already bitching.
Like that asshole shit
Right,
only works for
yeah.
a minute. If you're going to continue to cry and bitch out backstage, then
Like, go
Yeah,
away.
an anonymous WWE person said that, we watched him get the title and just start bitching again. So why
Yeah.
would we even like he did the
Why?
same
that's
thing
like
he did with us.
400 days.
Yeah, like
And he still complained about
like
everything.
AEW gives him the title, like really. Like,
Literally
I thought
hated
I
it
thought
too,
it was
literally.
too quick.
Well,
Yeah.
he claimed he didn't want the title in AEW.
It was quick. He got it quick. He got it way too quick.
He
Honestly.
got it way
Way
too
too
quick, and then he got ego again, which
Ego man, yeah.
I kind
Is
of
he?
knew this. I think we all knew, but a lot of
Yeah.
people were hopeful.
I was hopeful.
I was not as hopeful. I was just
Yeah.
blunt, like he's not going to work.
He's complained nonstop.
He's
like,
one of those guys
nothing
that like
makes you happy. Nothing.
nothing would. Yeah,
Nothing.
literally, like
Nothing
hey,
does.
my team just won the World Series. Oh, we should have swept them. It's
That's
like, bitch,
Punk.
you won.
He's
like,
a Debbie Downer.
see,
That's all he
CM
is.
Punk. You know
He
what I mean?
is.
Like, it's never good enough.
He's a Debbie
Yeah.
Downer.
He is a
he's
Debbie
the
Downer. He
Eminem
is.
of wrestling. It's always pissed. No matter.
He is, lady.
Yeah, he is. He's always got a chip
Nothing
for
makes
no
him
reason.
happy.
Like,
Nothing.
whatever. Fuck CM Punk.
Well, he's not
I give it a
around.
B.
Me too. B.
I think B is a solid pay per view.
Solid,
And
solid.
what the ending gets an A, like 1,000
Absolutely.
billion plus.
A plus.
Yeah.
But the LA night, I would give like a C.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
too.
it was. It
The
was.
men's
C.
rumble, I'd give a solid B.
Yeah.
Women's rumble, like an A minus.
A. For me, no
And
minus.
I'm giving the women's rumble like a solid A.
No minus.
Alexa Bliss and
really.
Bianca gets like a D.
No, I'm giving it a B. I like them
I'll
match.
give it a B too.
Eh,
It was, it,
I'm with Chuck. Like, I would have rather lost this title and had Alexa go over.
I
then
wanted to see
what
Alexa over
happened?
I wanted
too.
her to go over.
Yeah,
I did
mean,
too.
honestly, yeah,
It's time for a new title.
I was
change
over
for
it.
her. Me too.
And I don't.
Bianca's losing. Bianca's losing at WrestleMania.
I know.
You heard it here.
Bliss needs to do something else.
She needs to do something else. Your guys'
I don't
girl
like
need to
Bliss.
do.
Yeah, I don't like Bliss with the Fiend shit. I wish she was done with the Fiend.
Your guys'
I want her
girl
to
need
go
to do
back.
I'm just curious what they're going to do with her now.
know,
She wasn't
right.
on Raw this week.
She wasn't.
Looking back, let's go back 2 years a little bit. Obviously, at the time when they had the idea of Alexa Bliss being, Sister Abigail with Bray Wyatt, that was all Vince McMahon. Obviously, it ran its course. It didn't work out. Whatever, did their thing. Triple H is in charge now, so Triple H is probably going to be like, hey, let's try this, let's try that. If it doesn't work, guess what? That's okay. It's wrestling. We move on and go to the next thing. People forget about. People will go, wasn't she just Sister Abigail 2 weeks ago? No, that's in the past, bro. That never happened.
That never happened.
Well,
that never happened.
That is.
But they actually did it once. They actually had to go through therapy to get away from that.
She did. They did.
And then they immediately went back to it. Made no sense.
And she had Lily too.
Storyline
the Lily doll too.
I'm just over it. It's one of those things.
She needs a better gimmick than what she has. I agree.
But one thing I wanted to mention before we leave out of here, just talking about earlier how we were talking about the great feuds, like right now with Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, Triple H is in charge. You were you really liked it back when Seth Rollins turned on Roman Reigns and Triple H was part of the Authority. So what's the common denominator here is Triple H is fucking involved.
Yep, Triple H.
So the more he's involved, the better the show is.
Right.
So that's
because I'm assuming when he had the Authority gimmick, that was all him. That was probably his. No, like this is my thing. He'll be like, went to Vince. Trust me, it's gonna work. People are gonna love it.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
It was like the new generation of the McMahon era, the McMahon Hemsley era. That's the corporation. It was the same idea, just new at the time. And and Triple H is perfect at that role. He just comes across as an asshole no matter what he does.
He does.
Exactly.
It's perfect.
Let's just give Triple H his flowers right now. That man, he knows wrestling. He knows what we want. He knows what to do.
He knows what. Yep.
That's his life.
So
give me more. Just keep it up, dude.
This first Royal Rumble was a success.
I think so.
I do too.
I wish this would have happened. I can't lie. And I was sitting there watching it, like, why couldn't it? I'm mumbling. Jimmy's like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, "Why couldn't this happen last year?"
I know, right?
We were at the Royal Rumble
there.
and watched Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey win. Watched a boring ass Brock. Well, Brock it fought Lashley.
Yeah, fought
Lashley.
Reigns interfered,
and then it was so
blah.
Yeah, and then this year it's like the men's rumble. Like the men's rumble's kicking it off. I texted Chuck. I was like, I think it's kicking it off. It's like 20 minutes before he's like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And I was like, I know it never. The men's rumble
never.
And we thought The Rock would be at the end. We thought like Roman would win. They'd beat down KO, and then The Rock would come out and be like, stare at him, and then they'd figure out the belt thing later. Apparently, they're just going full balls to the wall with Cody gets the fight for both.
Yeah, he does.
When you texted me that, I was at my parents' house an hour and a half away from where I live. So it's like,
oh, shit.
And I was like, just got in the car to come home. I'm like, well, fuck, I was gonna be like a half an hour late to get home. It's like, well, son of a bitch.
I didn't know St. Mary's that far away.
It's an hour and a half. Yeah.
I mean, you didn't. So Triple H, obviously, he did really good with the Royal Rumble. I feel like he just could have done more in the men's. I'm not taking the fact away that Gunther killed it, Cody killed it, but you could have had some NXT guys in there. That's my only complaint of the men's. That was it.
I know, me too.
Surprises are cool, but it depends if it's we didn't see Jay White, which I think disappointed a lot of people.
It did.
2019, everyone and their mother thought Kenny Omega was gonna come.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What?
Shit happens the year everybody's like, oh my god, AJ Styles is like, oh shit, there he is. I thought we could have one of those, but if they can integrate Jay White into it, if he does come to WWE, I don't know, dude. I'm aware of who he is. I'm aware of what he's accomplished. I'm aware of his WWE comparison, but I don't know shit about the guy. So if he wants to come and try it, Triple H is on board with it.
That's all that matters.
That's fine, but
I know about. I know Jay White. I just don't know everything about him either. So,
I mean, I don't know if he's a WWE guy. I don't know what his personality is. I don't know if he's a heel or I don't know shit. I know he can fucking go. He's very, very sought after. He's very big in He's like the John Cena of New Japan.
Yeah.
Look, their words, not mine. I don't watch New Japan. I watch wrestling in the United States. That's why.
I'm agreeing with you. He 100% is.
I don't.
But I kind of think it was cool that the people that's been on the roster all year actually got to be in the Rumble,
Yeah,
Otis and Gable.
Yeah.
You didn't have Oh, here's fucking the Godfather.
Right.
Oh, here's Farouk. He fell into the ring. Like here's Titus O'Neil. He fell under it. Like no.
Under it. Yep.
Like
No, I
you
agree.
use your roster
Yeah.
and you build more stories. Like Montez Ford had a really good outing.
He did.
Brock Lesnar and Lashley that feud got continued. Finn Balor, nobody brought Finn Balor and Edge. Like that's fucking Beth Phoenix attacked Rhea. I think Edge and Finn versus Rhea and Beth.
Chamber.
Sorry, Edge and Beth versus Rhea and Finn. It's
Chamber.
probably going to happen at Elimination
Chamber.
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 And then Edge and Balor, Demon,
At WrestleMania.
Rude at WrestleMania.
Great match.
I think that's where the Demon goes fucking over. Then we finally get this
Yep.
Balor that we've been wanting.
Yep.
Because Triple H brought in Finn Balor, and he knows
did.
how to book him because he did it in NXT. Because you've seen the Demon, and Chuck has seen the Demon in NXT because we have watched takeovers.
Yep.
He fought Kevin Owens in a ladder match, I think.
Yep. I remember I liked the Demon.
Oh, that was 2015. That was the 2015 one.
I don't know how the fuck you guys remember years.
I don't either.
Like I still, I realized at work that like 3 days ago that I've been writing 2022 on all my paperwork still.
I did
It's
that.
February.
And then
So like,
the other day,
I
know
can't
this
keep
is
up with what year it is now. I don't know how you and Chuck are like 2018 to that happened in 19.
You guys
It's like,
do.
how do you remember?
Right.
Like
So,
98.
I remember that match. I remember that ladder match went on after Bailey and Sasha.
The fact that
They had
you
to
remember,
they had to follow that match
Right.
in
Yeah,
Brooklyn, New York, Barclays Center, August 2015.
There you go.
God,
you know
look,
what's
cool.
funny? One thing I didn't see on the internet is nobody bitching that Sasha didn't come back.
nobody did.
Nobody cares. about
Nobody
Sasha.
cares. Monet.
I didn't see like I thought like
Whatever
people
her
would be
name
like
is.
because
I love
Baby
Sasha.
last week and he's like I think she's going to appear. It's like she changed her name. She has like 13 different new hair
Yeah.
colors.
My
Like
favorite
I think
is-
she's gone.
Her name is Monet. Like, bitch, we get it. You want
We get,
money.
and we
Yeah.
just don't
Oh.
care.
Yeah.
Started
Sorry.
OnlyFans like every other thirsty woman in the world. Like charge
You
$10
should.
a month. Call Mandy Rose.
Oh.
Did you know?
Oh, speaking of her, we didn't see her either.
Did
Yeah,
you know
I didn't
that
think
we
that
would.
Sasha
I
Banks
didn't
was
think
in
so
an
either.
episode of the fucking Mandalorian? Did you guys know
I
that?
remember yeah.
Because if you didn't know that, she only talks about it all the fucking time.
20,000
that's because she's going to be a
So-
big star.
You guys are dicks.
Come on, give it a letter grade.
Yeah, we are a little bit.
B.
I just don't care. I'm only an asshole people don't care about. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. I give it a B.
What was your best match? Or what was the best match to you?
Best match.
Oh God, the Women's Royal Rumble. Never mind.
No. There's two.
Alexa Bliss match.
Roman and KO I enjoyed, and the women's because I like the more NXT people. Then I know the Blackout match was new to us, but I like matches like that. Interesting. I couldn't take my eyes off watching it, so I did.
I didn't know
like
what the fuck it was.
That's a neon lighting.
All I
it
know
was.
is
I enjoyed it.
20 minutes in, or
It was different.
2 or 3 minutes in, I was done with my 20 ounce of Mountain Dew already, and I was like, "Damn it! I'm glad I bought a six. No, I bought a 6-pack of it."
That's awesome.
And I was like, "This is really fucking." I can't even really describe you what it tastes like.
Mhm.
But the corniest thing was Cody at the press cut. So Cody's the first one they interview, and he's like, "Hold on a second. And he grabs the Mountain Dew, and he's like, "I haven't had sugar in years." And he's like,
I didn't like it.
He's like, you know what? It actually is really good. He's like, I'm not just saying it because it's everywhere. He's like, that is good. He's like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
add that to my. We have to get some of this with my.
Well, they need the
drinks.
diet.
And
They
he's
need a
like,
diet.
That's what I said earlier. I was like,
Yeah.
Mountain Dew Pitch Black Zero. Come on,
There you go.
people
Yeah.
like me and Cody are waiting for you. I mean, Cody might get it a lot quicker than me, but get it out there. But I thought that was really corny
That is
because
funny.
everybody started laughing, and he's like, no, I'm not just saying it because it's everywhere. But it was pretty
It
cool.
reminds me of when Brock Lesnar.
Genuine Cody, I like.
That's
I
fair.
did too.
AEW Cody,
I did.
Triple
Cody
H.
Rhodes.
Head.
Yeah.
If you guys
AEW
ever,
Cody, I hate it.
I didn't
if
like
you guys ever have the honor of meeting Cody Rhodes, he is the nicest guy
I
in the
believe that.
world. He is so cool. He's so down to earth. He's so nice.
He seems like a humble dude.
it. He
Oh,
does.
he's so cool.
I believe that. I remember watching an interview with him a long time ago. I lived at my parents' old house back when I was probably fucking, I don't know, 12 or 13, maybe 15. I don't know. Well, I was young. But anyway, I was watching a documentary of something, and he was talking about Goldust. This is before he was in wrestling. He was also young, Cody Rhodes was. He's talking about how when he was a little kid, he would watch wrestling to see his dad and his brother because he didn't get to see them very often living with his mom or whatever. And like it was just, I remember that moment of thinking, seeing Cody Rhodes. I obviously know Dusty Rhodes, obviously know Goldust. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's the other one. Oh, that's neat. And then I remember, so that was like a long ass time ago, just watching him talk about his brother and his dad. And then in 2007, in my dorm room, watching him debut with Dusty Rhodes, I'm like, oh shit, he's a wrestler now. It was neat just to see that.
Absolutely.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I've seen a documentary about Dusty when he was a kid talking about his dad. It was neat.
Oh, that's cool.
Like he used to watch wrestling to hang out with his family. That's how he kind of worded it. Like I don't see them, so I watch WCW or whatever, and I feel like when I'm watching it, I'm hanging out with my family. It's like kind of fucking sad.
Right, it is. Yeah, it is.
But, it was neat. So just to see the evolution of now in 2023 to see Cody win in the Royal Rumble, that's badass.
That's like his promo. He's like, I was
Kinda.
dashing.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was like, I was Stardust.
Stardust.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I went through it. Like,
Dash and Cody Rhodes.
I what's funny? I kind of like that gimmick for some reason.
It got over.
It did get over.
I liked it.
He was the IC champion.
What's your letter grade?
The night of,
Chuck was not.
I wasn't happy.
About
it was exactly. I didn't like the Rumble being first, the men's Rumble being
Right.
first. It's not tradition. So at first I was like, this is fucking stupid, but it resonated. It marinated a little bit, and then I enjoyed it. I would give it a solid B for sure.
That's what
it's 2023, man. I mean,
yeah,
wrestling's changing. It's gonna change even more.
Absolutely.
I don't mind the men's match being first. It was something new, something unique. I was tired as fuck after that match, so I didn't care about the Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. I was like, whatever. I'm like at my friend's house. I'm like, dude, we still got like 3 more matches to go. We still got the women's Rumble. I gotta stay up. I don't want to fall asleep here.
I get it. I was driving home from my parents' house, and they lived like an hour and a half away. So like, I turned on my phone and had it going over through the car speakers, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So just listening to Michael Cole, it's actually kind of neat because I was more focused on Michael Cole because of that.
It's like, oh, that's why they're here.
Yeah. But so I was like, the first half of the Rumble, I listened to in the car. Then I got home before, obviously, it was halfway through when I got home. But it was. I agree with you, absolutely, Justin. I can't get pissy when it's not tradition. I liked it when I thought about it more the next day. I liked it more.
Right? Yeah. Minds change over time. You're like, I didn't like it then, but you thought about it. You're like, okay. It's like watching a movie for the first time. That was stupid.
That's like
watch it again.
Like he hated Halloween, then he watched it a few more times. He's like, it's okay.
I loved Halloween 2018.
Halloween.
No, I mean the latest one.
Oh no, I still hate Halloween Ends.
He still hates
never mind.
Halloween
Ends was dog shit.
It was the worst thing ever made. Absolutely.
I heard Chuck in theaters say it.
Did you guys all see? So everybody's seen Megan by now, right?
Yeah, I did too.
I have not. It's up
It's
for
good.
rent for $2.99 or some shit. I think I'm gonna watch it
You'll
tonight.
like it. It's good.
I wouldn't blame you.
It's a bad look.
I give it like a 7 out of 10. It was nothing spectacular. It's exactly what you expect.
Fucking girl from Get Out's in it. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that shit scares the fuck. Ever since I watched the movie Get Out, I think I watched it with you.
We all together.
That chick is
me out.
That is her.
Yeah.
The girlfriend.
I know from
yeah,
girls.
that's the girlfriend.
I know from
girls. I saw this movie. I was like, I was watching it. I was like, why? I was like, why does that girl look so familiar? That's the girl from Get Out. You're right.
Did you hear Chuck?
I know from the show Girls on HBO with Leah Dunham. My wife made me watch it a while back. It's
Dude,
okay. You see her have sex a lot, so that's nice.
Well, dude, she has sex with a lot of African American men and Get Out, and then they disappear.
That movie gets me.
Yeah.
So your wife made you watch that show, I'm sure.
So look, I dated a girl named Megan. That didn't end well. It didn't end well. So that name's already like bad. And then a movie named Megan. Then it's featuring a chick that scares the shit out of me from Get Out.
Bad combination.
This is why I have not went to see it. And it also costs money, and I have to be quiet in a theater. So I don't go to theater very often.
Our theater, everybody's fucking loud all the goddamn time.
They tore it down. It's gone.
Which one?
They tore down the Dollar Theater by the mall.
They did.
Oh yeah, I just met Cinemark. They're always loud.
Oh well, I don't know.
They are too.
So
I can't.
You said that movie. You said Get Out scares the shit out of you.
No, the woman, that chick.
That movie scares
Get Out
me.
was weird. I'm over it now.
I mean, it just scared me. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies.
See that woman in real life,
I'm gonna give her a hug. I love her.
Skinny. I think you could take her.
I'll Superman punch her right in the throat.
You could break her in half.
For all my dead homies out there, Get Out.
Well, if you watch the show, the show Girls, you will see her get eaten out from the back.
Wait, what?
I'm just telling you, you will. You see it all. Watch the show Girls.
I ain't gonna do that while we're alive.
You also see Leah Dunham naked a lot, which is terrible. But you see her naked too.
I've seen Sex in the City. I've seen horribly unattractive women naked before.
Oh, for God's sake.
All 4 of them. But anyway.
Anyway,
it was a good Rumble.
It was good.
There's a lot of shit already. I like how they went like straight to the fucking chamber too.
Already.
Like no fucking waste of time. So we're full speed ahead.
Chamber,
you got Ford versus Elias next week, and Hawkins versus
Ooh, so
Yeah.
do we think this may be like kind of the beginning of the end of the Street Profits?
He got me doing that too. He does. I said it to my.
Hey, you're getting better. You didn't call them private parties.
She didn't say it first.
Chuck has me saying.
Oh yeah, Del Rio.
He does. He does. He has me doing it.
It's funny because he started referring to private party as the Street Profits. Like he completely got
he
them
has
backwards.
me doing it.
Dude, it's the cups. The cups make me think party. Oh, private party. Oh, it's the cups.
I watch AEW.
A lot of people when AEW first started, they saw Private Party. It's like, oh, this is a ripoff. This is a gimmick. They're just copying the Street Profits. I had to put everyone on blast. It was like Private Party had this gimmick since 2013. They've been wrestling since this time. They had this gimmick first. They're like, oh, but it's still they're still copying them. They had the gimmick first. If anyone's copying anybody, Street Profits is copying them. Sorry, I said it, but obviously I didn't say that.
Angelo Dawkins takes on Damian Priest. Montez Ford takes on Elias.
He's not winning.
So Ford's going to get in, and Priest and Dawkins will not. They could call, and then there's a fatal 4-way. So Piper Niven. Thank God I can call her that now. Carmella, who is returned. Candice LeRae, who Jimmy calls Johnny Gargano's hot wife. He's like, come in here. I was like, what? He's like, Johnny Gargano's hot wife's on. And then Mia Yim, whatever the fuck her name is.
Mia Yim, I ain't calling her Mia Chen.
So
that's bad.
So the final 4-way, and
I would too.
So how are they filming the last fucking spot? Are they just going to give it to are they going to do whoever wins out of Becky and Bailey gets it?
Something maybe.
Because this leaves one spot still, I guess.
Pierce, maybe.
Adam Pierce is amazing, by the way.
He is.
He gets paid to run out there, break up fights, and get yelled at backstage.
Michael Cole brought that up on the Royal Rumble. It's like he's out here running around like he always does.
We saw him live in Cincinnati, how stressed he was.
Michael Cole, quit breaking the fourth wall, dude. What the fuck are you doing?
He cracked me up when he said
Michael Cole, calm down, bro. You're fucking nuts. I got to quote the great Taylor Swift. You need to calm down.
You're being too loud.
Because just eat it's okay. We love you, Michael Cole.
We do.
Some more than others, but we love you.
He ain't going nowhere.
No, Michael Cole will never go anywhere. He was getting spit in his face by The Rock 20 years ago.
He's been 5+ years.
So like he's the definition of from the ground up.
Absolutely. I remember watching that fucking Saturday night TV show with Michael Cole as the host, where they would break down. It was on Saturday mornings, and they'd break down like Raw and SmackDown. He'd walk around in a room with like Stone Cold shit back in like probably 1998. So whatever the shot that was called.
Michael Cole from getting his ass embarrassed every week to talking about Jerry Lawler's mom that just died to winning his match at the Rumble.
Did bring her up.
Like the day after.
He did.
Oh, your dead ass mom's like, holy shit.
He did. He didn't hesitate, did he?
I know, Del Rey. It's been a hell of a 2-year period in WWE.
It has.
Dude, it's nuts. WWE is always nuts, man. Well, ever since Triple H started taking over, it's freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
You know, it's funny. Like Raj, we had he works for Wrestling Inc. We had him on a couple months ago. Like,
I thought that was really cool. That's cool.
He's cool. He's like one of the nice people.
He is a cool guy.
He tweeted. He was like, "Well, all I have is numbers here," and he's like, "WWE's up like 27%. AEW's down like 15." He's like, "So whatever they're doing isn't working." Then he's like, what would you guys do? Then he posted a question, which I bet he regrets now. He's like, what would you do to fix AEW? And he had like, quit signing WWE guys. You shouldn't have let Cody go.
Yep.
Push. Quit bringing back people, having them lose, and then putting them in AEW dark. It was just like, I just feel like the interest since Triple H came in for WWE has risen, and then AEW is kind of like,
absolutely. In 2020, when did Triple H start taking over?
SummerSlam.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go back to SummerSlam. Right?
Look, he had a whole week to book SummerSlam.
He did.
Let's go back a week before SummerSlam. I was on AEW's. I was like, oh, AEW. F WWE right now because they're not doing shit. After SummerSlam and watching WWE from that time on, by the end of December, everyone hated AEW. Everyone was already back with WWE. They're like, oh, WWE is good again. Thank God.
Yep.
F AEW. At this point.
Everybody's like, we got triple back. Look, in a normal Wednesday, we could record tomorrow, and we could have went to AEW tonight for all three of us, probably $100 for pretty
Not bad.
decent seats. At
My
Veterans Center.
buddy's there. He's a cop. He went there because he got cheap. His tickets were $15 with his police discount.
Yeah, so
He
like,
just texted me throughout when I was doing this.
but like, what is the selling point? Like MJF, like we joked last week, we'll just watch MJF's promo then leave.
That's it.
Like that's the only part of the show
Right,
to
that's it.
us.
I asked my wife if she wanted to. I was like, "We'll see Chris Jericho. That'd be cool." And she's like, "No." I was like, "Well, fuck." All right,
Yeah,
so
I went to AEW like I forgot when, like in November. It was cool. That arena was dead. Nobody was there. It was bad. It was bad. I sent my friend a picture. She doesn't watch wrestling. My friend from work. I was like, this is really bad. Like this arena is dead. She goes, it looks like a lot of people is on that side, but that's the TV side. That's what they want you to think.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
They want you to think this place is sold out. In reality,
when
it's
you're
not.
there and you look around, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
when we went to the Rumble, they're like sold out.
No.
I took a picture of the other side and I put hashtag WWE not sold out.
Not sold
Like, look,
out.
I love
TV side was
WWE.
sold out. But
I love WWE, but like, don't lie to me.
don't
Like,
lie.
it was not. So we were
Seriously.
sitting at the top, and we saw the whole 50,000 seats that weren't used yet.
the side with the cameras they were all black
Yeah, like
seats.
they sold a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of fucking
Well, it's a
people
big
there,
stadium,
but
yeah.
like they did not sell it out. But
They
on
did.
TV, watching it back, like Michael Cole's like sold out. Alamo. It's like it wasn't.
Except for the
though,
seats
Michael
that we
Cole.
didn't sell. To.
Yeah, like,
Right.
but anyway, I think it's
The seats we sold are sold out.
Right.
and they're
Right.
teasing. What the fuck are they teasing for SmackDown this week? Well, they showed a commercial like 3 fucking times during Raw that kept saying, what's next with the fucking bloodline.
Mhm.
They announced some match. I forget what is today's date? The 1st. So Friday's the 3rd. Let me pull up SmackDown to see what we have looking forward to. Then we'll
The Rock Show.
Fuck out of here. Well, I think Roman took that from him.
Well, apparently the Rock get wrestled at WrestleMania.
Yeah, the Rock.
Right.
Probably the Rock don't give a fuck anymore.
How's
I
Rock
forgot. So it might not be Charlotte versus fucking Rhea. It could be Sonya Deville because she fights Charlotte for the title
Mhm.
again.
I think so. I like Sonya.
I do too.
And
I think Sonya could be a big deal if they let her have the opportunity to
I
keep
do
going.
So
too.
that's booked.
I agree with
The
that.
Viking Raiders versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus is booked.
Yep.
Lacey Evans is going to have a match. And what is next between Sami Zayn, KO, and the
big
Bloodline? They
ones,
expect
yep.
the fallout on SmackDown.
Yep.
I can't wait for that.
Be good.
Yeah.
I agree. That'd be a fun show.
So hold on. Last week on SmackDown, so Drew and them got attacked
Yeah.
and got replaced
They did.
by Ricochet and Braun. That is what happened.
I did not
Yeah,
watch
that-
SmackDown.
that-
Okay, I remember you.
That
We talked
happened.
about it briefly.
And the tournament.
That did happen.
And the
So-
tournament is for the SmackDown titles.
So it's Braun Strowman and Ricochet again, and who's left?
Imperium.
Imperium.
Ah,
So
makes sense.
Imperium versus Ricochet and Braun. I don't like it. Imperium needs to go over, but like then
I
they're
do
not
too.
gonna beat the Usos.
Yeah, that's
They're
fair.
not.
What if KO and fucking Sammy
Sammy
just
enters.
jump
join in.
Enter.
jump Braun Strowman and Ricochet backstage?
Why not?
And then
Why not
beat
do it?
Imperium and then say they want to do it at the Rumble.
I like that.
Or not the Rumble,
Chamber.
Mania.
I got you.
I like-
Whatever.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
mean, one of them.
5 hours of wrestling Saturday night.
We watched too much wrestling.
3 hours of
Crazy.
wrestling Monday night. I had 3-hour Dart League last night. And Yvonne's got me fucking homework I got to do when I go home. And I'm exhausted. It's been a fun few days, but
It
Jesus
is,
Christ.
yeah,
I
it
get
is.
it.
Oh,
man.
and the NFL because I watched 17 hours of football.
Yeah,
Sunday
Yeah.
I
night.
watched both games.
So I
on
watched
Sunday,
both
too.
games
Yeah.
and both press conferences. And
They
So
watched press
much.
conferences, but yeah,
I was at a wrestling show on Sunday.
I saw that. You saw like 17 matches or some shit.
16 matches, yeah.
16
16 matches. I was dead. I loved it. I would have traded for the world.
That's awesome, man. I'm a little jealous. I want to go to house shows around here.
I know. I do.
they don't
too.
ever come
just-
here.
They don't.
If you have to look for them, like it's
Yeah.
not like
Right.
Cincinnati has.
Where are
the
you from again?
We're like in between Cincinnati and Dayton.
They don't
So
got
we-
like OVW up there at all in
We
Ohio?
go to WWE events.
They have them. You have to look. I follow a couple. I
Yeah,
follow.
I mean, I'm talking about independent shows. I mean, I'd rather go to indie show than WWE show at this point.
they do. You just gotta look for them. And
I mean, they have little midgets that wrestle at her work.
I'm
They
really
do.
I'm
They
really
do.
lazy unlike
They do.
yourself. I like to sit at home and drink rather than go out to places. So it's on me. But
Yeah, it's fun, bro. Like, you gotta go up there because I know OVW is up in Ohio, which is I'm pretty jealous about because
I don't think that exists
love-
anymore.
it does.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
It
OVW.
does. It does.
Oh, does that? It's in Louisville still. Al Snow bought it a while ago.
Snowballer, yep.
Okay,
Oh, it's in Kentucky, right?
It's in Louisville. Yeah. I
I thought it was in Ohio. Okay, so it's in Kentucky then. Never
it
mind.
was always in Louisville. It was called OVW, but it was always based in Louisville. Fun
I didn't know
fact.
that.
Yeah, they call
Oh,
Ohio
shit.
Wrestling. Like Louisville, it's not too far from Ohio. Like we live in Ohio. My wife and I go to Louisville probably once every few months. Only like an hour and a half drive. It's not too far.
Oh, so perfect.
But it's based in Louisville. Does Al Snow still own it?
Yes. Al Snow
That's
still.
cool.
Yep. He still. I believe he still takes control over OVW. So
that's cool.
It's cool. It'd be cool. I would love to go to OVW show. I know a few wrestlers from OVW. I would like to see. So
I believe that. And we also have what we call it's called Cincy Wrestling. I follow their Facebook page. I just haven't gone to a show yet, but I want to. And then we have a couple of shows. I go to Dayton a lot, and actually John Moxley will go to the Dayton shows because he lives in Cincinnati now, so he'll go to the Dayton shows a lot. I just haven't done it. I don't have any friends want to go.
He's very chill. He's a very mellow guy. If you ever meet him, he's just like very like laid back. What's up, Moxley? He'll go, what's up, bro? That's so, guys. No, that's
He's at a preschool level too because he does the thumbs up.
He does.
I'm this good.
I'm this good.
How you doing?
How you doing today, buddy? Yeah.
That's cool.
Thumbs down.
Just bleeding on my head a lot, but that's nothing.
Yeah. No big deal.
No big deal.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap up this show. Thank you again so much, Justin Del Rio from Nerds of Wrestling, to hang out with us tonight. So,
thank you for having me on. Loved it. I have a lot of fun on this show.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I appreciate you, man. And let us, all of our millions and millions of fans, let them know what you do, who you are, and where to find you before you get out of here.
Nerds of Wrestling is where you guys could find me. I have way too many social medias to plug, so just Nerds of Wrestling, name right there. Add me on Facebook, hit me up. Let's talk wrestling. Go join Nerds of Wrestling. Let's get 10K by the end of the year. Hopefully by the summer. We'll try.
What do you have now?
It's like 7,300.
Well, hell yeah.
Okay.
It's getting close.
It's getting close.
It's getting close.
When you guys do join, he sometimes will do at everyone. so be ready for that. It causes problems with
some people.
Del Rio has a lot of Facebook heat right now.
He does.
But my friend Kelly, who runs the group, helps me runs. I go, am I being too much? He goes, bro, if you were, I would tell you. I'm like, I do it once in a blue moon, maybe for Raw, SmackDown, a pay-per-view. What? Stop tagging me. Where is your name on this post? Please show me.
Yeah, dude. I saw like on Sunday I was looking through and I saw it and then I just happened to see you post. I was like, what the fuck? So I clicked on it and there's like 3 people like stop tagging me and shit. Bro.
Calm down.
I almost commented. I almost started shit. It's like it's not my page. I'm not gonna do it.
Right. People making a
You can say something, but if it gets out of line, I'm gonna delete it. I'm not gonna all I ask is don't curse. You guys just say whatever you want, banter back and forth, but just don't curse.
Fair enough.
JCY never post on his page.
Right. Hell yeah. Well, thanks again, man, so much. I love having you on the show.
Yeah.
I need you more often. And, I would love to be on one of your shows one of these days.
I am hoping to start up soon again. I got to bring you guys on at some point. I've just been very busy. Life happens, work, and just everything. But you guys will definitely come on my show very soon, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I love talking wrestling. So thank you so much again for hanging out with us tonight on RSH. And is that all we got?
All we got.
I got a new show.
Oh, yeah. Plug your shit.
Well, one more thing.
I got a logo. So you guys remember?
You got a logo.
We do have a logo. Bam.
Ball talk.
Yeah.
So
just put a Z on there. Balls talk.
Archie had a money sign in the middle. We had him remove it.
Good call. Good call.
So
Good call, yeah.
we roll with ball talk. Some reason it has not been taken yet. So whatever.
Why it's yours now?
Copyright. Who gets a fuck? But
it's yours now.
Super Bowl's not this week.
Next week. Week after next.
What day is it? The 12th?
Yes.
Our debut episode is February 11th at 4:30 on a Saturday. Why? Because my co-host Chase, his anniversary is that Thursday. But we will record every Thursday at 7:00.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be live?
Live.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
be using StreamYard. It has a Facebook page already. It has a Twitter. And I think we got approved for YouTube. It'll stream on Ball Talk, all their social. It'll be on my social. It's me and my buddy Chase breaking down. For the Super Bowl, we're obviously picking the game. Gambling is legal in Ohio, if you guys didn't know. Del Rio, since we saw you last, gambling is legal here now, so everybody has a problem in the state of Ohio now.
They do.
Everybody, the 2 words I hear the most are FanDuel and parlay anymore when I go to work.
Right.
I don't know what parlay means still to this day.
Parlay is just putting multiple things into one.
Gotcha.
So you've done a couple yourself. You didn't even know.
I did it.
You
So
did?
Chuck
shit.
gambles and he wins.
I don't know
He
shit.
does win.
Chuck won like $100 gambling.
I got 50 free credits left. I'll be using on Super Bowl. Then I'm out.
I'm out.
Then I'm out.
So we'll cover the Super Bowl, but then, Josh, Super Bowl's only, then the NFL draft starts. So we've been building profiles for every NFL team. I got 13 out of 32. I needed to see who lost this week so I could adjust my draft order. So now since the Bengals are like at 29 now, and then the Niners are at 30. So we'll break down the draft. I think we're both going to the combine, so we'll actually get to see the players work out.
That's cool.
So we're going to cover the draft extensively and then give gambling tips to people. My buddy Jimmy, which he's been on this show before, he'll be on. He's won probably $2,000 since gambling's legal.
Wow.
He's bought a PS5, went to the Bengals playoff game, and I think he's ate Papa John's the last 4 days. So he's balling.
He's gained some weight.
So it's sport.
I mean, Papa John's for dinner.
It's sports. Right. It's a lot of sports. It's going to be football heavy at first. Then then March Madness starts, big gambling. It's going to be huge. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah,
ball
dude.
talk. It is what it is. We don't care about baseball, though.
Yeah, baseball sucks.
I love my Red Sox, but I don't give a fuck about them until like August.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Or July. And the way they've been behaving, I don't really care about them right now. But whatever.
Right now.
They let Bogarts leave. But anyway, ball talk, February 11th. We're aiming probably do it around 5 o'clock, like not 4:30 stupid, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Probably just a debut episode. Prop bets for the Super Bowl. Because you can bet on everything. You can bet on the coin toss. You can bet on who catches the ball first. Yep. You can bet on which in the end zone, the loser of the coin. Like, and there's a lot of money.
God.
Touchback. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Like, and it's like plus 1,100. So you can put $10 on and win $110 just for guessing the coin toss. Like, there's money to be made. I am determined to find somebody who is not on FanDuel. I will give you $20 of my own money if you put 5 of your own and give me the free 100 referral. Because I need hundreds of dollars for the Super Bowl, not of my own money, but whatever.
I got 50 free credits, and that's all I got. So.
Yeah, so I did it to Chuck. So like, I referred him. He got free credit. I got free credit.
I won like $200 on there.
Yeah. So like, you get $200. I get 100. You can gamble for free. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
But anyway, ball talk February 11th. I'll have more info next week because we're meeting up to talk about it. So, it took me back to when we started this show.
You have to talk about it first.
It's like all the shit you have to go through. Like, do we have the equipment? Do we have a logo? So thank God for Archie. Shout out to Archie. He made the logo.
Yeah,
he's made our video for RSH, our shit. We made the logo. He made the video.
He did.
But I'm excited about it. I think it's perfect with gambling being so hot right now and the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
A lot of people in this state, including Chuck, are not happy with my takes on Super Bowl lately.
It happens.
Controversy creates cash. Though.
Yeah, it does. That's Paul Heyman.
It does.
But it'd be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So if you guys can imagine me times 10, that's Chase. Chase is worse than I am.
Oh boy.
He's all over the place. So this is I'm gonna try to tame. He's on my dart league team, so I try to tame him, but he threw a 46 last night, and so he can do what he wants for a few days.
Fair enough.
That's it. Ball talk coming soon. So Wednesdays and Thursdays I'll be podcasting.
You will.
Hell yeah. Busy man.
I'll try.
Busy guy over here.
We'll do some trial runs. I'm kind of worried.
That'd be all right.
But we'll see what happens.
Fine. You got this, bro.
You're a professional.
Oh, yeah. And I have to ask you guys while we're here, can I use Tony Khan and his huge Palos Cocaine as our sponsor for Ball Talk as well?
I don't see why not.
Okay. And
put a football on it.
I do want to bring up promo of the year of 2022. Tony Khan. That's like a dynamite.
Sounds like a little chipmunk.
Erased in everybody's minds, forever in our hearts. Tony Khan.
He's a good little dude.
Hey, Nick Khan was on Bill Simmons. So he's the biggest. He's the best. He's got the best sports podcast. But he had Nick Khan from WWE on.
Nice.
And he said, "What do you think of Tony?" He's like, "I've met him once." He said, "He's a cool kid." And I like how WWE's just like, "Yeah, he's a nice kid." It's like with Del Rio, like it's like the high schoolers and the preschoolers. It's like they treat AEW like they're preschool. They're like, he's a cute kid. You know, he's having fun. This little pile of cocaine with Chris Jericho. And
he's not a man. He's a kid.
He's so cute. Oh, look. They have another interim title. Look. They took Tony Storm. Oh, the greatest signing ever, AEW? Really?
Right.
Yeah. I bet you anything they mock him.
I bet they do.
And Cody's there now. Everybody's going to be like, give me the dirt. Like, can we get Rick? So when are we getting MJF?
Like, when?
We're getting Ricky Starks? Hey, when's
up?
Keith Lee's contract up? They're wasting him there. Hey, is FTR like for real?
Now,
Adam Cole
maybe. Did you see Cody made like a fucking secret signal to him some shit?
Yeah.
At some point, I do feel like the Elite will be in WWE at some point. No time soon.
No.
I don't really either, but I'm just going to enjoy this, and I'll bitch about.
When it
I mean, probably 2025.
Yeah,
some shit.
When the time comes.
So, Lord knows if the where we'll be in 2025.
Right,
It's been a hell of a
exactly.
2022 and
Yeah, it's past
1
year has
month.
been nuts.
Yeah.
Basically, since COVID hit, it's been kind of like a roller coaster.
COVID fucked up everything.
It
dude.
did.
I mean, it's just been the wrestling hasn't because it's pretty consistent, and then COVID, and then things changed.
We didn't know what to
different,
do.
things changed,
Me and
went
Chuck are
different.
recording via.
Via satellite.
No, we were on. What the fuck's that app called? We were on that one app. So we had to record over Zoom. It wasn't Zoom though. Remember, because we had to record over the phone. We were doing our WrestleMania picks over the telephone.
Oh yeah,
Because we went back to back days because
Yeah.
we couldn't be in the same vicinity. So like we did RSH. I did it in like my parents' spare bedroom,
You did.
and then Chuck did it here in his bedroom.
in
Like
the garage, yeah.
so, yeah. COVID was pretty surreal.
But
It
like,
was.
the wrestling community has been like ever since COVID hit, it's been not consistent, which is weird for wrestling. Usually, it's
Yeah.
pretty consistent, so it's cool. It's interesting.
We're at a pretty good time in wrestling for
We
WWE. Is AW? I couldn't tell you what I know. Daniel Bryan's fighting MJF. And
Iron
I
Man
think that's
match.
all. That is all.
Yeah.
that
An
I'm aware
Iron
of
Man
right now.
match at the
Yeah,
big pay-per-view.
I can't watch an hour. I don't know.
My buddy's there right now for $15, and you didn't invite me, motherfucker. But cool, awesome show again for the 13th time, Justin. Appreciate you being on the show.
Hell yeah.
Always a pleasure, man.
Always a pleasure.
And until next time, for you ladies and gentlemen, we will be here again live next week sometime. We'll tell you when we go live. It's our show. We do what we want and continue
Right.
to fear regularly scheduled hot